Hey, everybody out there, and welcome back to everybody's favorite new podcast. This is Are You Garbage?
Oh, yeah.
It's that little show we sit down with your favorite comedians, and we find out if they grow up to be classy or if they're just a big old piece of trash. I'm your host, H. Foley, coming at you on a beautiful day. We're down here at Aunt Tootie's basement. She's upstairs taking a nice little nap, waiting for that settlement check to clear.
I hear it's coming.
Woo, it's going to be raining cash here soon, gang. My co-host is coming at you from right next to me. He is the CEO of Are You Garbage? He is an international businessman, and he's my best pal in the whole wide world, and I love him. I don't care who knows it. Give it up for KJ. Kevin James Ryan, everybody.
What's up, gang? Thanks for tuning in. As always, please make sure you rate, review, subscribe on iTunes. Full video available on YouTube. As you know, those numbers are...
True to Riff!
Cooking. Then the greatest god-darn website of all time, www.patreon.com/areyougarbage, baby. Check it out. It's a good time over there.
Ooh, love that money. How about a nice quick shout-out to our producer extraordinaire, the Magic Man, makes us all look good, works the ones, works the twos, crosses the T's and dots the I's. Give it up for T-Bone McScruffins. Toby McMullen, everybody.
What's up, dudes? I'm so fucking stoked. Let's go.
Yeah, go one.
Little royalty in the building here today. Gang, the long hair ain't lying because we could not be more excited to have our incredibly, and I mean incredibly special guest here with us today for the first time. He is a very funny, very successful comedian, podcaster, producer, writer. He is the co-host of the amazing podcast TESD, and of course, he is one of the creators and stars of the global juggernaut sensation phenomenon that is the Impractical Jokers. Do us a favor. Give us a nice big round of applause for Mr. Brian Quinn, simply known as Q.
Yes.
There he is.
Thank you.
What's up,
That's
buddy?
hell of a hype, man. I think
We really prop you up to knock you down later.
I was torn because halfway through I started being like, man, I would not have agreed to this intro. But then about halfway through that, I was like, they're missing credits. I'm like, hey,
everybody gets upset at first and goes, "You're not going to mention the Ellen DeGeneres show?"
I was on 12 Monkeys.
Jeez.
What the hell is this bullshit?
Good episode of 12 Monkeys, man. That character Dale. Did you see that episode? So I played a character named Dale in 12 Monkeys.
Okay.
And my buddy Terry, who ran 12 Monkeys, also ran MacGyver for a season. So he took Dale and he put Dale in MacGyver.
No way.
And the story that starts in the one scene I have in 12 Monkeys, where Dale just got divorced, you catch up with him on a date.
A crossover.
And I give MacGyver the thing that allows him to get out of the trap. Like I give him like chocolate bar. And then he ran Picard. He ran, so now in season 2 of Picard, Dale comes. I have the same tie.
What are you talking about?
I told you guys you forgot. I'm trying to give you the cool shit. So I had this one tie that I wore on 12 Monkeys that I stole from production. And I wore that
trash
tie.
already.
Yeah, oh yeah. I wore that tie on MacGyver.
Okay.
And then I wore the tie on Picard, and the character's name's Dale. So we're calling it the Dale-verse. And if you follow each scene, there is a storyline going on. and so the next show that Terry gets, which I know what it is already, I don't think I'm allowed to say it, he writes a small scene for Dale.
Dale's
so we're
back,
calling it
baby.
the Dale-verse.
That's great. That's like the Adam Sandler verse.
Yeah. It's going to be this one character over years across all storylines. So,
Pop it up on General Hospital. I like it.
We'll do anything.
Dale's twin brother.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Fell down an elevator shaft.
Oh, man. Buddy, thank you so much for coming.
Yeah,
in.
man.
Oh, man, I got to tell you, Sal really pumped this up. We're going to have a lot of fun here.
Now the pressure's on us. Great.
I didn't know anything.
He threw the ball right back to us.
He said it's better if I don't know if I go in kind of blind. So I didn't really do any research.
It's great.
I was just told it was like a comedy podcast, so I brought like a slide whistle. I thought,
There's not much research. He's bald and I'm fat.
Yeah.
That's about all you need to know.
All you need.
I'm not kidding. I bought
Oh,
it.
he does.
So I'm ready. I mean,
Hey.
I'm ready to go. I didn't know if
It's all right.
Comedy's comedy, baby. You can't knock the classics.
At any time this may come into play.
Slide whistle out of a drug rug is a first.
Well, the drug rug's just my fashion choice, man. I
So he's coming from a fish concert, this guy.
don't bringing it back. You guys are telling me you're not instantly jealous you're not wearing one of these? You fucking know you're jealous. You know you are.
He left a nitrous tank downstairs.
Fuck it. I don't care. Everybody watching is like, man, I wish I had the balls to.
I do. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I do wish I had the balls to rock it.
I'm just chilled out. Like I don't care.
Just going with the vibes,
You think
man.
I care? Look what I'm wearing. Fuck you.
The beard's immaculately trimmed, though.
Well, that is they dyed my hair. They dyed my beard red on Impractical Jokers.
Okay.
They did this whole thing, but part of it was my beard was red, and it's slowly growing back in. So
It looks
as
good,
it grows
though.
out
It
a
does
little
look
bit,
good.
I trim it up. Thank you. Thanks.
Looks sharp.
Thank you, man.
Give us the backstory. Give us the whole deal growing up.
Where were you born and raised?
Well, I was born in Brooklyn in
Okay,
my
New
mommy's
York kid.
hospital. Yeah, March 14th, 1976.
Okay.
Nice.
I have an early memory of my apartment in Brooklyn, and then I moved to Staten Island, or was moved to Staten Island when I was 2, and I
Okay.
spent basically the rest of my life on Staten Island.
Nice.
That's the big thing for a Brooklyn family is to get to Staten Island, right?
It used to be. I don't know if it's like that anymore, but yeah, when they built the Verrazano Bridge that connected to Brooklyn and Staten Island, they called it the Guinea Gangplank.
sure.
Get
all,
over there,
all the
baby.
Guineas
Yeah.
came over and built the houses and the pizzerias and came over, and that was the Staten Island I grew up on. Very Italian Irish type of place.
What'd your mom and dad do?
My mother, she ended up eventually doing the most of her career as a manager for a bank, Staten Island Savings Bank, which
Okay.
eventually became Santander, which actually crippled me in terms of like adult responsibility, because when your mom's a manager of a bank, like you don't pay attention to checkbooks and stuff. You're
Sure.
just like, mom will take care of it.
Yeah, that's true.
And then she retired, and I had a rude awakening. I had to start handling my own finances. Yeah, that was pretty scary. And then my dad was he was a motorman for the MTA. He drove subway cars.
Oh,
really?
No way.
Yeah, he did that for about 17 years. Then he became a dispatcher, which is the guy that calls where the trains goes and stuff like that. So yeah, I had a real super blue collar.
Damn, that's
upbringing.
old school.
Yeah, and it was
Brothers,
fun 'cause
sisters?
I have 2 brothers. I have an older brother, Jimmy, younger brother, Danny.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
Great-
Jimmy, Danny,
great guys.
Brian.
What did we grow up in? Was it an apartment, single family home? What are we looking at?
It was a semi-attached.
Okay.
It was, I think when my parents bought it back in the 70s, it was $30,000. And it's
Damn.
just like a semi-attached home, which I don't know what if people across your audience would know, but it basically means a house that's split in 2.
Sure.
Right.
And it's not connected on this side, but it's attached on this side, so
Sure.
it's
A
semi-attached.
townhouse-esque, maybe. I guess
Sure,
it might be
but
called.
Staten Island, like when the boom started happening, they just threw up its cookie cutter.
Yeah,
but,
yeah,
Right.
but
yeah.
love that house. Love
Yeah.
it. Still
They
own
still
it.
live there?
No, they split their time between Poconos, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Very
and-
familiar with the Poconos.
Sure, Big Bass Lake over there. They're in that,
Yeah.
and then they're more and more spending more time. They are in Florida in the Villages. The Village is a giant retirement community there.
Nice.
That's fucking awesome.
That is like the New York
Yeah,
story,
no
man.
kidding, man.
Yeah,
You're
oh,
a
it's
dispatcher
cookie
for the
cutter.
MTA. Split your time between the Poconos and a
Yeah.
retirement place in Florida.
That's it, man. What
That's
more do they
all-
want?
That's all you need in this life, man.
What was the grocery store that your mom went to?
Pathmark.
Pathmark.
Yeah, Pathmark. Or there was an Italian place that's closed now called Cangiano's on Highland Boulevard.
That was probably all right.
Yeah,
Cangiano's.
Cangiano's. They sold like the pizza dough that they made that morning if you wanted to go home. Homemade raviolis, all that stuff.
That
It
was like the
great stuff.
specialty store.
Yeah, that's where like the labels were like in Italian. Because my mother was born in Italy, so when she came over, her whole family was here, and they
Mom's
barely-
Italian, dad's Irish.
My dad is half Irish. His mother's mother was born in Italy, so
Okay.
there's a lot of Italian there.
Wow.
It's a Brooklyn, Staten Island kid over here.
Oh yeah.
Huh.
What was
Yeah.
the pizza place that you went growing up?
It was called Ambrosino's now. It was called, I don't remember because it's been Ambrosino's for like so long.
Okay.
That, yeah.
This is all checking out. I like
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Still in business. Make a great hot cherry pepper pie.
Whoa.
Hot cherry pepper pie.
They make it the fucking best, man.
How do you feel about pineapple on pizza?
It's pizza. I'll eat anything. I don't care. What am I
Yeah,
gonna
I'm the
do?
same way.
What am I going to do? I'm going to be that guy that cares
This kid
about.
plays ball. I like
Yeah.
Yeah. You got a slice, man?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Huh. Okay. What's your favorite slice in the city? Do you have a in Manhattan proper?
Oh, Manhattan. Man, that's a great question. Joe and Pat's on the east side. It's pretty good. Thin
I've
crust.
never had that.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
I
pretty
have.
good.
Yeah.
But you know what I've been getting into here? So that, like, if I had to go to a pizza place, that'd probably be where I go in
Mm-hmm.
Manhattan. But that Detroit pizza that's been
Oh,
kicking
yeah.
around, holy
It's all right.
fuck, man!
Yeah.
It's all
I'll
right.
eat a whole
Bad.
pie.
Yeah.
It's all right. I was born in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, and they
Okay.
have something kind of similar. They call it sizzle pie.
Sizzle pie.
It's the same thing. It doesn't really have that cheese around the outside that Detroit does.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
It's just great.
I
Like
fully switched over to Sicilian. That's like my main.
grandma Sicilian or thick Sicilian.
Either way, I'm going square.
Yeah, yeah. I like a
He's
good
looking for
Sicilian
volume.
pie.
He is.
Well, New York Sicilian's like the thick one.
Yeah,
Grandma
yeah,
pie's
yeah.
like that. So
A little
I
bit thinner.
prefer that, but like I gotta be in the mood for it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Ben's down on McDougal's has a phenomenal.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That was a great
man.
grandma slice.
Blow
yeah.
your hair back.
Mhm.
Cool.
What was the family vacations like growing up? What'd you guys do?
A lot of Pennsylvania, like Locust Lake, Big Bass Lake, renting a house for like a week over there. Splattering of Disney here and there. One trip to Italy, but that was
Ooh.
like because my mom's family still
Sure.
owned
Sure.
like houses and stuff, so we went there. It was largely like road trips and stuff like that. Pretty basic.
Yeah.
Nothing
Nothing
crazy.
Were you
crazy.
shore people down the beach or no?
No,
More
no.
lake.
Every once in a while, my aunt's family would get a shore house, and occasionally we would go, but no, because growing up on Staten Island, I grew up right near the beach. It's not like the same where we would
Sure.
go down, but it wasn't like going to the beach was.
You guys wouldn't swim in that water, would you?
Nah, not really. I mean, you could occasionally, and we certainly did occasionally, but nah, we
The
weren't.
currents, right?
No, it's more like the filth.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
pollution, the
Yeah.
needles,
Yeah, it's the
the
needles.
medical waste.
Right. Yeah. Well, the park that I grew up right next to Great Kills Park, and like spent a lot of my childhood kind of wild running around there. It's a giant multi-acre park. And then in high school, after I had just gotten out of my year, well, maybe a little after high school, they designated the whole park a Superfund
Sure.
site because they drop medical waste and radiation shit there. So
Right.
the whole park's radioactive, and you're not even allowed to go on it anymore.
Wow.
And I spent 18 years playing on it. So it's like, what the fuck's
Kids
going to happen
blowing
to
over
me?
here,
Yeah,
yeah.
like,
Jeez.
yeah.
What was the first concert? Your first concert?
First concert was Harry Connick Jr.
Whoa.
What?
Yeah, at PNC.
How old were you?
Freshman year of high school?
Harry Connick Jr.
Yeah.
What, is that what you were listening to in high school?
I was listening to everything, but that was the one somebody offered me tickets to. So,
Where'd you go? Did you go with friends?
I don't remember who I went with.
Holy shit!
It was,
Harry
I think it
Connick
might have been
Jr.
Murray. I think it might have been James Murray.
That's pretty
Really?
classy, to be
Yeah.
honest with you, man.
Yeah, I wasn't that was the first time we've had that, I think.
yeah. So Harry Connick, and then it was probably the second was maybe Tom Petty.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Eventually, like Wu-Tang on Staten Island, you end up going.
You
to a
have
lot.
to.
Sure.
Yeah, you got a lot of those. But yeah, Harry Connick's first one.
Wow.
All right, not bad.
Hmm.
Would your mom make sauce on Sunday and do a big dinner on Sunday and all that stuff?
Better. Every Sunday we would drive to Brooklyn to my grandmother's house where the whole family would get together for that.
So your extended family was still in Brooklyn. Were you guys the only ones that lived out in Staten Island?
Yeah. So my mom's brothers lived they didn't stray far from the.
Okay.
My grandparents owned this great. They tore it down now, but it was this great 2-story building with 3 lots because I come from farmers. My
Okay.
grandfather was a farmer and stuff like
Okay.
that until he came to America. So he bought this property of land that now it would probably be worth
$70 million.
not 70, but up
something
there
crazy.
like 10 million. It's
Yeah.
like huge, and he just grew.
So he had
corn.
wow.
Yeah, and
Really?
and it was like nobody lived in that neighborhood unless they were Italian. And I'm talking off the boat
Sure.
Italian. So the neighborhood would come together and tend this garden, and everybody would grow their own shit in it. And so it was and they made their own wine. They had the whole thing, and so it was real
Taste of the old country. over
yeah, it was
there.
like an Italian compound,
Little
And
village.
So I grew up over there.
How good was your grandmother's food?
So unbelievable.
Salivating thinking
Yeah,
about it.
unbelievable.
Fresh
I
off
make
the
a pretty
ground.
good sauce. She taught me how to make sauce, so I make a pretty good sauce.
Do you make it a lot?
Used to make it a lot. Now I don't make it as much. But I still got it.
Yeah, you still got the touch.
I made it about a few months ago.
Yeah.
I still got it.
If you had to do a jar, since we're on the topic, if you had to do a jar sauce, what are you doing? In a pinch.
Oof. There's probably. I mean, I probably wouldn't get too. I wouldn't stick my nose up too much because
Yeah.
if I'm doing jarred sauce, maybe whatever the Barilla high end one.
Okay.
I like pesto. I like store bought pesto.
Not
I
bad.
respect
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Let's say you and a couple of people and you are making a jarred sauce.
Yeah.
Are you using the whole jar and one box of pasta? Do you ever not use the whole thing?
Oh, okay. So I understand what your question is,
Right.
and I think you always just make the whole thing
Gentlemen.
because what are you gonna do? You're gonna eat that the next day. Probably gonna eat it later that night. Just make the whole
You're
thing.
not going to put that half a jar back in there.
Because then when I gotta go make more, I'm not gonna look at the half jar and be like, well, how long ago did I use that? Is
Sure.
that still fresh? Just fucking use it. Go out with a bang.
Thank you, sir.
No problem.
I appreciate
I disagree. You led the witness a little bit with if it's you and a group of people. The original
Yeah.
argument was you're making a portion of
Right.
pasta for yourself,
Right.
and it's just you.
Okay. Well,
I
pesto
would do
sauce.
half and half.
Pesto, I would do half and half because that's,
Okay.
because you could save
that.
pesto.
Nobody
for
said
another
anything
time.
about pesto. I don't know what
Sure,
this guy's
sure.
talking
Just
about.
let you know. Just let
Talking
you know.
about red sauce here.
Just let you know. Yeah.
Pesto, yeah, of course. Can't
I don't know.
call it
You don't
pesto.
open that jar of the red sauce and there's that dried up.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
all
never.
that
I'm not
shit.
saying it's great.
Yeah.
I'm not
Right.
saying it, but it is.
But you deserve fresh. Don't you think that about yourself?
I probably just throw it out and open up a new one when I go to make the second batch.
Right.
It's more of
I told you got to believe in yourself a little more.
No, it started on him making a whole box of pasta for
Yeah.
himself as a serving.
Well, that's a pound.
Yeah,
I'll make a pound of pasta.
and eat
There you
it all
go.
in one night.
Over the course of a night, I can't say it's not been done.
Oh,
You know,
hey, me
I
too. I got
don't-
blood on my hands
Yeah, I
as
don't-
well. I'm not saying I'm perfect over here.
Yeah, it's not my normal one,
Yeah,
but
sure.
I've done it.
Sure.
I've eaten whole pizzas by myself. You guys haven't done that?
Ain't nothing better than that,
me?
man.
Yeah.
You hit a point of pizza where you're like, I can't do any more, and then you're like, now you get your
Yeah.
second gear.
And then there's one slice left, and you got that 7-slice shame where you're like, did I eat 7 slices of pizza? And it's like, well, fuck it.
Yeah, I'm already.
You
yeah.
can't put the one slice in the
Yeah.
box.
When you're wet, baby.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you drink milk with dinner growing up?
No,
No?
never even heard of that.
Would you ever
Yeah.
have milk with pasta or pizza?
It wouldn't occur to me.
Huh.
I'm not saying I wouldn't do it, but it's never occurred to me.
What was on the table for dinner during the week? Were you a
Soda,
Crystal Light
water.
family?
No,
Iced
it was definitely my dad loved Pepsi.
Okay.
Sounds like a good
we
man.
would drink it all the fucking time. So he would buy us Coke to throw us off the Pepsi.
What?
Yeah. So there would be like,
I respect
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Man, talk about Italian.
And he'd be like, all I want when I come home is the Pepsi.
You guys
Really?
can have the swill of Coca-Cola.
drink the Coke. And so a lot of that. Yeah.
Pepsi family. Ever see a 3-liter at the house?
Please. My dad would crush 3 liters.
Really?
The old ones too, like that, like just a ribbon around it.
Yeah.
Pepsi. Yeah.
Dude, the mouth on those things.
Yeah.
Huge.
Crazy.
Trying to hold that as a kid.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Was the light ever off in the refrigerator growing up?
Not that I recall. No. And my younger brother, loved tinkering and stuff. So I bet if the light went out, he would have fixed it before
would
I
take
noticed
care of it?
Yeah.
Were you
Please.
I'm sorry. Were you allowed to eat in your room as a kid?
I don't remember anybody stopping me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right.
Were you a shoes off household? Come in the door, shoes off.
You know, there were times where that rule seemed important, and then there were times that there wasn't.
Okay.
So I would say no.
Mm-hmm.
With occasionally yes, but I take off my shoes when I get in anyway.
Yeah. Do you do that now?
Yeah,
In the
I'd probably
house?
kick them off. Not because of
Just comfort or
just
whatever?
yeah. I get home, I just want to be comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Any plastic on any furniture growing up?
Oh yeah,
At your house?
It's probably still
I
there.
fucking regret it. Actually, I talked my mom. We had this great orange couch. I mean, orange like fucking like the orange you want it to be. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like bright. I'm trying to find some like Paul the
Sure.
Cool Hand Luke poster.
Okay.
Bright orange, kind of velvety but texture couch. And my entire life it was covered in plastic. And then when I got to high school, I was like, Mom, what the fuck? Like, you've had this couch 20 years. Like, how long are you going to
Yeah.
save it for? And so I guilted her into taking the plastic off, and then the couch only lasted a few more years. And
Yeah.
now I'm like, man, why did I ever
That thing would have been great.
Oh, I'd be sitting on that couch today if I could.
Yeah.
I so regret that. Like, why did she listen to me?
Was there one living room or was there a sitting room and a living room? Where was the TV in the house?
No. There was like when you walk in the front door, it's almost like a railroad flat. It's like there's the living room, just like 13 feet wide.
Yeah.
And then the dining room right next to it, but that's only like 5 feet off the
Sure.
and then that goes into the kitchen.
Yeah.
So that was really everybody just hung out on that floor. There was a basement that we would eventually get into, like when we were older and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, did you share a room with your brothers or you guys have your own room?
No, shared rooms until my older brother joined the Navy, and then me and my younger brother, were able to get our own rooms.
Did anybody ever live in the basement?
I lived in the basement.
You did?
Yeah, after a while I moved in the basement.
At what age
Old
is that?
school.
Probably around high school. Probably when I hit high school.
Because that's a step of like, I'm out on my own down here.
Yeah, a
you know
little
what I
bit.
mean?
And
I'm
I could sneak in
contributing
and
to
out the
bills.
window. That was always the
That's
thing.
big.
Like, because it was ground floor, obviously, so I was able to sneak out the window.
Play your Harry Connick Jr. records down there.
Yeah, that's right.
Who babysat you as a kid?
Kim was like a second cousin that I had an enormous crush on.
Uh-huh. Oh, that's
Yeah.
always the first love.
Yeah, Kim.
He also said second cousin, by the way.
Yeah, second. Yeah, so it was okay.
Oh, yeah.
Not illegal, but frowned upon.
I'm not worried about what people are frowning on.
These Italians keep it close, huh?
Yeah.
Keep
Yeah.
it a family.
So Kim, yeah, she was my babysitter.
Really? All right. That's all right. Injuries as a kid.
Define kid. What age are we talking?
Up to high school.
Yeah, I broke collarbone skiing. I broke.
You skied.
Poconos.
No, I skied once in my life.
Okay.
I
And
was a
broke your
Boy
collarbone.
Scout. Oh my god, I got on. It was like I went up. We got I checked out, got my skis, got on the thing, went up the hill, got on the slope, got about 50 feet, and this like 5-year-old kid, who just knows how to ski, just cut me off, and I rammed right into a tree and broke my collar. It was like within 20 minutes the trip
yeah.
was over. And that was that.
You're on a trip with the Boy Scouts.
Boy Scouts, yeah. Yeah.
Man.
And so then they had to get me home. And then, yeah, my brother put me in the hospital a couple times. He hit me with a shovel. I needed some... two
Stepbrothers?
Yeah.
How much did you owe him?
Yeah.
Jesus
No,
Christ.
we were playing in my grandfather's farm, and he was above me, and he had like a gardening spade, and I was underneath it, and he goes like, I'm going to drop this. And I go, no. And he goes, move. I'm going to drop it. And I was like, I'm not moving. And then he just dropped it, and it like cleaved my skin down, like it flopped over.
Shit.
And yeah, so I, a couple of bangs here and there.
Here you go. A couple.
Yeah, a couple of bangs.
That's assault.
Yeah.
Caleb, let's talk about ladder, baby.
Ooh, love that ladder.
Let's talk about taking care of the ones that take care of you.
Uh-huh.
Do yourself a favor, gang. You don't want to put this off. Don't want to leave the family holding the bag when you croak, which is probably what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Do yourself a favor. Get over the ladder. Get yourself a little bit of that term life insurance.
Yeah, it's 100% digital. No doctors, no needles, no paperwork. When you apply for $3 million in coverage or less, just a few questions about your health and an application. Ladder made Forbes' best life insurance list in 2021, and it's easy to see why, because they're out here killing the game.
Yeah.
No hidden fees. Cancel at any time. Get a full refund if you cancel in the first 30 days. Life insurance gets more expensive as you age, so now is the time to buy. I'll repeat that. Now is the time to buy. Go to ladderlife.com/garbage to see if you're instantly approved. That's ladder, LADDER, life.com/garbage. Ladderlife.com/garbage. I'll repeat it one more gosh darn time for you.
Sell it, Kippy.
Get a pen, get a pencil, whatever you need to do. That's Ladder Life, LADDER, life.com/garbage, ladderlife.com/garbage. Do it.
Kip, this is all about Factor, baby.
Oh, baby, I love me
One
some
of
Factors.
our faves. I like 2 or 3 of them myself, to be honest
For
with
brekkie.
you. Gang, do yourself a favor. Get over to Factor. Quick and easy. They come. They're ready to go. They're fresh. They're fantastic. You throw them in the microwave for 2 minutes and you're ready to go. We're talking top shelf ingredients here.
Yeah, guys, I am a huge fan. It's easy peasy. You can skip.
I like the meatballs.
I just went on vacation. You go on. I paused it for a week, set it up. You pick out what
I've
you
hit
want.
the pause button.
You get what you want. You get the. I'm a shredded taco bowl man myself. Shout out to the chili too. The chorizo chili ain't too shabba.
They know their way around some mashed cauliflower.
Oh, baby. With Calorie Smart and Keto options, Factor meals are perfectly portioned to keep you on track with your goals. Factor now offers 34 meal options per week with over 3 dozen add-on options like sweets, smoothies, juices, and so much more. Not only is Factor cheaper than takeout, these meals are ready to heat in just 2 minutes, and they ain't lying. They are. Head to factormeals.com/garbage50 and use code garbage50 to get 50% off your first box, baby.
Holy shit.
That's code garbage50 at factormeals.com/garbage50 to get 50% off your first box. Do it.
Factor. What were the SAT scores like?
Not great. I think the English side of it, I got almost perfect.
Whoa.
All right.
The math, I shit
to
the
the
bed.
checkbook
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
like...
You remember a score? It would have been out of 1,600.
I don't.
Okay.
I remember people being very impressed with the English and very disappointed.
Meaty part of the curve.
Yeah.
I like it.
Sports?
I played soccer as I think most people do when they're kids.
Sure.
Maybe I played that for many years, and then when I got to high school, I was just like, I don't want to.
No sports in high school.
No, I did the plays and stuff like
The
that.
theater.
Gotcha,
Because
you got
that
it.
was the
Theater.
only way you can meet girls. Because we were in all boys Catholic high
Guy's
school.
a closer.
But when you did plays with the sister schools would come, and that's how you would that's the only way you would
mingle
hang
with
out
the girls.
There you go.
Yeah.
Did you go to prom?
I did go to prom. Yeah.
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 Did you go with a friend or was you dating somebody at the point?
I
Did you
went,
borrow your parents'
no,
car?
I
What was the sitch?
No, we got a limo. It was me, Murray, who's on the show with, was in the
Uh-huh.
limo, and a girl that I had been dating for about a year at that point. And we got a limo and everything and went like 8 people in a limo with their dates.
Yeah,
you know, like
that's
that
the way
sort
to
of
do it.
thing.
It's the only thing limos are good for is proms.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah. But
there's
it
no
was
other
good.
practical use.
It was fun.
How about the pet situation growing up?
I had rabbits. I had 9X and Napoleon.
9X?
9X, like the old phone company. They used to
don't even know
have,
that.
because my dad, so 9X used to be a New York phone company. Like Mob
Is that
Bell.
what you named
This
the
dude
rabbit?
is so New York.
Well, there's a
This is
reason.
Bell Atlantic,
Well,
and this is Fios.
It's
over
about to
here.
get more New York for you. So the reason that he was named 9X is because when I would go to work with my dad for the subway, they had these ads for 9X, and for some reason their logo was a rabbit, but like a real rabbit, just
Okay.
a photo of a rabbit.
Gotcha.
And so I stole it off the train when I was a kid. Well, stole my dad. It was his
Yeah.
train, so I was allowed to take it. And I had that on my wall for years. So when I got a rabbit, his name was 9X, and then I was leaving the
Sounds
store.
like a chemical compound.
Yeah.
This is
But he was-
P90X.
This is
and,
my
uh,
cat,
cool.
Mayor Dinkins.
And then I had Napoleon, who was I went to the pet store in Newdorp Lane, and I got 9X. He was this brown rabbit, and we were going to leave, and there was another rabbit in the corner, this little tiny white one that run to the litter. And when I looked at him, he had a deformed paw, like his paw was all
jacked up.
jacked up, and he was just birth defect. And I was like, well, what's gonna happen to that one? And they were like, oh, well, nobody's adopting him. So I was like, well, fuck, now I have 2 rabbits.
Yeah.
So and I named him Napoleon for Napoleon because he kept his hand like that. And Napoleon was such a sweet rabbit that we were able to house train him. So like he was able to like live in the house for not
No way.
overnight. Like I'd get him in the morning and I'd put him out.
Yeah, then he would just walk around like a dog.
He would just hang around with us. He never chewed on wires or anything like that. And and he would poop in a cat litter.
Oh,
And
shit.
then at night we put him back out in the hutch.
This might have been a cat. Now that
No.
I think about it. This was a cat. I
Or a
think.
neighborhood kid.
Yeah. So 9 next to Napoleon had another rabbit named Rusty. But growing up, that was it. No cats or dogs.
No
growing up.
dogs,
I had
no-
snakes, some lizards, but nothing that like my
Ooh,
mother.
snakes
Hold on a
lizards.
second. Hold on
Yeah.
a second. When did you have snakes and lizards?
Well, it's only if I caught them. Like I didn't go to the store. Like I lived next to a lot, and they would have these garden snakes in there. So like I had a fish tank, so we would catch the garden snakes and put them in the tank for like a day, and then release them the next day.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Catching snakes.
Catching your own reptiles.
Staten Island radioactive snakes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, they're like the Ninja Turtles now. They're out there fighting crime. These guys. You know what I'm saying?
You're their splinter.
There he goes. Who was the dentist growing up?
Raymond Flagello. Dr. Raymond Flagello. Still in business.
Blowing
although-
money on the side.
Yeah.
Was his office in a house or was it in like a professional center, like a building?
Strip
It was
mall.
it wasn't in a strip mall. It was in like a standalone doctor's office.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Respectable.
It
Yeah.
sounds like he did fillings and bullet wounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, something
Yeah.
like that.
Did you
He's
get
still
braces?
in business. No, never had business. Never had braces. No.
Teeth are good.
Teeth are okay. They
Yeah.
break a lot.
How are they now? Do you stay on top of it a lot? Are you going?
No, yeah, now I do certainly. Yeah, I go in, but I got like a couple of fake ones here and there. But for the most part, like they're just broken, kind of yellowish teeth that I've never really gotten fixed.
Okay.
Okay.
Magazines in the bathroom as a kid?
No,
No magazines?
no. I was a reader, so there was always a book with me, but no, never. We didn't have like a magazine rack or anything like that.
You're a reader. You reading something now?
Yeah,
What
I read
is
a
it?
couple of things now.
Couple of things. That's always the good, smart guy answer. gentlemen.
Yeah, no, it's all right. So, you guys know who Rick Rubin is?
Sure.
Of course.
He just put out a book on creativity, and I'm reading that, and I'm reading a book. You guys Grateful Dead fans at
Sure.
all? So Big Steve is like one of their. He was like their roadie for 50 years, and he wrote a book. So I'm reading his book now. Yeah,
Pretty good. Couple nonfictions, not bad.
but I read a lot of fiction too. I don't want to make it sound like I'm just.
You a Harry Potter guy?
I read the books.
Yeah.
yeah,
Did you enjoy them?
they were good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was a little old for it, so I wasn't like this is changing my world.
Yeah, to
but
get
I was like,
swept
yeah.
away in it.
But I
yeah.
got it.
Sure.
I got why people liked it.
Okay. Do you brush your teeth in the shower?
No,
Pee in the shower.
for sure.
Okay.
What kind of
Yeah.
soap you using in there?
If it's up to me, we're talking an Irish Spring.
I mean,
Really?
I knew I liked
good
you.
Irish Spring. Yeah,
Old school.
Yeah.
right.
Yikes.
I still use bar soap too.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
Do you use a loofah or anything like
yeah.
that?
No,
Just
like
bar on skin.
Bar
that.
on skin, that's it?
That's it. Yeah.
Wow.
That was a firefighter. You got
That is
time for
old school.
loofahs? He's
Yeah.
rugged, masculine.
Any magicians in the family?
I wish. No,
Have it in.
not a single magician in the family.
Can you ride a 10-speed while holding a fountain drink?
Yeah, I could do that.
You can do that.
I could do
Can
that,
you ride a
sure.
10-speed with no hands at all?
For distances, short distances.
Really?
Yeah, sure. The old lean back,
Yeah.
right?
Just got to get some good momentum going.
Yeah, that's
Keep
all
that
right.
center of gravity cooking.
Yeah.
I like it.
Can you name any of the boats from the Deadliest Catch?
No, but I assume that one of them is called the Red Crab, or the Lusty Crab, or something like that.
It's not a porn.
Yeah, should be.
The naughty lobster.
Then I'd watch it.
The Sexy Seal.
Yeah, something like
Okay.
that.
You play chess?
I have played chess, but I always play just enough to learn it, and then I forget.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You ever wear? No. Anyone in your family pronounce it refrigerator?
No, who would do that?
Most of my family.
Refrigerator.
Refrigerator.
Fridge.
Fridge.
Yeah,
Refrigerator.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Instead of saying thank you, do you ever say cheers? Or call anybody mate?
No, I might have done it ironically here and there.
I like
Will
it.
you do it if you're in the UK, or will you just still say thanks, buddy, or cheers, mate?
If I'm in the UK, I want to represent the United States. I don't want to go over there and start saying their shit.
USA.
Yeah.
Start slapping people around?
If I have to, it's
Set some trade
I
embargoes.
don't want to, but if I have to,
If I got a flex on these
Yeah.
redcoats.
Start throwing tea in
got to remind them how it went.
Sure. Hey.
Do you eat fast food now?
Sure.
You do?
Yeah.
Excellent. What's your fave?
Oof, that's a great question. If I'm kicking around Staten Island and I got to pick some on the way, look, there's different situations, right?
Sure.
Lay it out.
The go-to one is going to be Wendy's generally for me.
Whoa.
But if I want that fast food, I'm going to do McDonald's.
Okay.
What's the difference in your head?
Wendy's, I could eat it and like fool myself that I'm not eating like a
Okay.
raccoon or something like that. Like,
Sure.
you know what I mean? Like,
Sure,
I'm not
sure,
eating
sure.
trash.
Well, also you delineated because there's fast food and then fast food.
Yeah,
would be McDonald's.
it's all the same. I
It's
know
all-
that.
okay,
I'm not
yeah,
trying. But then the late night one, the guilty one, is White Castle. That's where I'm like, I will eat White Castle.
And you're still banging. You still operate like this.
Do we still have sex?
No,
Yeah.
no.
Do you want to?
Is that an offer?
No, you're still eating fast
told
food.
you I like the beard.
Yeah, it's getting a little less as I get older and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I won't turn my nose up on it.
I-
A road trip calls for McNuggets. As
You
far
have
as
to.
I'm
Yeah,
concerned.
you got it.
All right.
I
Good.
understand the difference between the fast foods in your head because to me, Chick-fil-A is a diet fast food. I
Sure.
feel like I'm eating at a restaurant when I get Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, the problem with Chick-fil-A is like every time I've been near it, there's a line, and I'm
crazy.
just like, fuck you.
I know it's crazy.
I'm not doing it. Hire more people. Get more registers.
If you're doing have you ever split a White Castle crave case between you and one other person?
Oh God, yeah. When I was younger, for sure.
That's not
Yeah, that's like
Yeah.
24, right?
That's a lot. That's 30, I think.
30 rack.
30. I mean, if you told me if the question was have I ever eaten 15 White Castles over the course of one night, the answer
Sure,
is yes,
yeah.
for sure.
This guy's putting up
Easily.
pro numbers over here.
Yeah.
He ain't no fucking bubble gummer.
No.
Huh.
Ever been bitten by a dog?
Yes, but not
Not a
mauled.
story.
Nothing
Yeah,
too-
yeah,
not
nothing
mauled.
to it. Yeah,
Jesus Christ, this guy goes fucking full bore.
yeah.
Do you sneak snacks into a movie theater?
Oh God, snacks, sandwiches,
Really?
bottles of wine. Yeah. Oh,
Bottles
for
of
sure.
wine?
Yeah,
Crave
man.
case?
Yeah.
Oh, you'll do a bottle of wine?
Little Ant-Man and a Chianti.
Yeah, I'll do.
Will you open it in there? Like with a
Oh,
cork?
I
or are
have
you doing screw
zero
off?
shame. Wine is a screw off.
This
Like
guy's
the
bonkers.
Jameson, I'll bring in.
Huh,
when
that
we
I
went to see-
respect.
yeah.
That's just a good old fashioned gentleman right
I
there.
once took there was a True TV executives back when they had executives, and we went to go see the new Star Wars movie, and I bought a bottle of Jameson, and I got them all hammered. It was like the fucking best.
Yeah, sign right here, guys.
Yeah, it was cool. They were good people. But yeah, I like it when I was
That's how we
younger.
got the cruise, baby.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I think it's my right to bring like a sandwich into
A sandwich. What
Yeah.
kind of sandwich we talk? Like something smell like or like?
No, you don't want to do like
you don't
a
wanna be
tuna
offensive,
fish or
yeah.
anything like that. Like to me, just get a roast beef, some lettuce, some cheese.
Okay.
Don't be an animal about it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Huh.
Where are you shopping now? And are you doing the grocery shopping?
No, it's really the pandemic completely put that over to like it
The
just
delivery,
gets delivered.
yeah.
It gets delivered.
It's fucking what a $5 delivery fee.
Yeah.
It's like it's.
$5.
I
Yeah.
respect it. All
Yeah.
right.
Huh.
Doing well.
I
like to
agree.
hear it.
Once you start doing that, you go, why would I shop any other way?
Yeah,
It's crazy.
And my friend had a good theory. He was saying like, yeah, but like the money that you're spending on the delivery fee, which is again, he's like, you would impulse buy that if you went to the supermarket. You'd be like, oh, I could have some biscotti.
That's also true.
Yeah,
like, oh, I'll need this.
couple of Snickers.
right.
Yeah.
Whereas when you just order, you're just very
Yeah, you're lean and mean, baby.
yeah.
How do you feel about the Funyun?
I don't hold anything against the Funyun.
Like he's got a
It's not something I
problem.
reach for.
Political answer.
Yeah, but I'm not
Uh-huh.
gonna. I wouldn't look at somebody eating a Funyun and being like, what's wrong with you?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know anybody named Richie?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Do you have any aunts or uncles that you don't call by their first name? For example, like Aunt Tootie or Uncle.
No,
Nick-
it's always Uncle
Knuckle.
Sal, Uncle Mike. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Uncle, we got an Uncle Mike.
Uncle Mike, Uncle Sal. Yeah.
Shout out, Uncle Mikes are big. Shout out to our
Yeah.
Uncle Mike. Everybody's got one for some reason.
I think he's pretty clean.
Did you or your parents ever buy products off TV? ShamWow, Slap Chop, Thigh Master.
No, again, there might have been an ironic purchase
Okay.
at some point, but no.
Nothing.
As a rule, no.
Okay.
You have a pizza cutter in the house growing up?
Yeah, for sure.
You got one now?
Yeah, have one now. It's shaped like the USS Enterprise, and the saucer, the ship, the Enterprise.
Uh-huh.
The saucer is a pizza cutter.
I spoke too soon.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm talking about.
Ever own any inflatable furniture? A couch,
No.
a mattress, a blow
I mean, like guests are coming over. Let me throw down the air
anything,
mattress.
or even an
Yeah.
air mattress, or even like a chair. They were big back in the day. Like an
Not a
inflatable
chair. I had an air mattress that I got some use out of recently, but yeah,
It's not too shabby.
Ever wear colored contacts?
for work,
Sure.
not
But
out
not-
of work.
okay.
No.
I part time as a cat.
Yeah,
Anybody in the family ever claimed to see a UFO?
No.
Anyone in your family still have an AOL email address?
Yes.
Ooh.
You?
Yes. No.
Okay.
No.
How do you feel about frozen pizza?
Great.
What do you?
You got some
Great.
on
Give
you?
me a tombstone. I'll take it.
Shout out to a
Ooh,
tombstone.
yeah.
All right.
All right.
I'll
Is that your
house it.
go-to if you're going to buy one?
If
What do
I'm
you-
go, well, I know DiGiorno's is another good one, but
Best.
if
You have to
it's
self-rise
yeah,
the crust.
yeah, so it's one of those two.
Okay. I feel like you don't see tombstone that much.
You know, which is why when I see it, I grab
yeah,
it.
smart man. I like you.
A little bit about the house now.
Yeah.
In the kitchen,
Yeah.
what's the refrigerator? We're talking Sub-Z, Viking. What are we looking at?
No, Samsung.
Samsung.
Yeah,
Stainless
Samsung.
steel.
Stainless steel. It's
Mm.
got the screen in it that plays Spotify and stuff like that. And you hit a
Nice.
button and you can see the inside of your fridge. But for the
Do you
most
use
part,
that? Is that practical?
it is. I use that thing. I mean, it was.
I mean, the music I get or whatever, but like the see-through
no,
aspect,
you never
right?
use it. Never use it. Yeah, what I do is because you can put wallpaper on it, I'll just put pictures of my cats, like and stuff like that. So.
How many cats?
I have 2 cats. I had 3. One recently passed away.
Wow, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, thank you. He's a great.
Just
cat.
cats? Any dogs?
No, I love dogs, but just because we travel so much, I can't really. Yeah.
Gotcha.
What are your cats' names?
Chessie and Brooklyn are them now, and Benjamin is the one that recently passed away.
It's all very classy. That's
Yeah.
good.
It's not too bad.
That ain't bad.
Well, yeah,
You keep the butter in the fridge or you keep it on the counter?
in the fridge. I mean, the cats would probably lick it if I left it on the counter. You know.
Get out of there.
I implied there would be a dish there.
Yeah, you never know.
If you're buying, if you're buying a 6-pack for the house,
Yeah.
and you put it in the fridge, do you take it out? Like, say you buy bottles, will you take it out of the cardboard or just put the cardboard right in?
I'll take it out of the cardboard. I think.
Damn.
I believe I do that. Yeah.
I mean, I was really thrown by that sweatshirt too. I thought you're gonna be dead to rights trash, but it's not too bad.
Can you whistle with your fingers?
No.
That's why he's got the slide whistle.
Yeah.
It's true. Will you wear sneakers out of the store?
I mean, what happened to my shoes?
Like you were,
Throw 'em out.
you were in such a bad point where you're like, buddy, you got to throw these out. I'm wearing these out.
Or wear the new ones out and put the old ones in the box?
No, I haven't done that. I wouldn't not do it, but I haven't.
Okay.
Goddamn gentleman.
Ever get a haircut on vacation?
Maybe on a cruise ship.
Okay.
For work, or you were there on vacation and you
I was
still-
there for work.
Okay.
We had a cruise. We had
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I
for
got a
sure.
touch up on the cruise.
I'll give you that. You're working.
Yeah.
But is that from the hairstylist or is that they have a barbershop on the?
Yeah, they have a barbershop. I just go down. And if
really?
and if
I
I've
never
been
even thought about that.
yeah, it's like I just needed a touch up. Or if I've been in Vegas or something like that, like I might have been like
Sure. Trim me up.
trim me up. Yeah.
Okay.
You have a go-to karaoke song?
No, but if I did, it would probably be Islands in the Stream. Or if I was singing with someone, or
I was doing a duo.
maybe Free Fallin' if it's just me.
All right.
Yeah.
Pretty good. You ever have a manicure or a pedicure?
Never one that I paid for. Like sometimes you get like these free, like when you go to events, they're like, and downstairs we have like a lounge where you can get it. So then I do it, but I never paid for.
What kind of event is that? I don't know what that is.
Well, they'll have like
just meaning you're doing way cooler shit than I am.
Yeah, if like because what they'll be like is like, hey, we're doing a press thing, and like so they fly you out to the middle of nowhere for a few days. And
Gotcha.
they're like, and now you just do these interviews all day, or meet ad execs to like sell ads for your show or whatever, and they'll pamper you a little bit, and they'll give you like, here's $300 in credit for the thing, and if you don't use it, you lose it. So you know,
That's a trashy phrase, but I respect it. You
Yeah.
don't use it, you lose it, baby.
When was your last massage? You get massages?
I'm not a massage guy. They very rarely do
Really?
anything for me. I have done them on a vacation every once in a while, but that's usually if the person I'm with would want one, and then like a couples thing. But
Gotcha.
I would never go get one on my own.
What was the last vacation?
Oh fuck. Last year I went to Key West
Okay.
with a couple of my buddy Jiggy's bachelor party. I went to Key West.
I know. I know.
Okay.
Jiggy. Yeah.
Kip, this is rocket money, baby.
Ooh.
This is saving you money.
Oh,
Rocket
yeah.
money is shooting to the moon to save you money.
Uh-huh.
Everybody's got a bunch of subscriptions. I just got banged out with an MLB package.
Some you don't even know about.
That I didn't even know I had.
Uh-huh.
$150 they want for the season. Harper's not even playing until the All-Star game. Give me a break. Gang, do yourself a favor. They know what subscriptions you have. You can cancel them at any time. They're absolutely fantastic. They're trying to save you a little bit of cash.
Yeah. And you can even find out you might be getting double charged with sometimes. Sometimes
Sons
you
of
sign up once,
bitches.
sign up twice. They got your back. That's what Rocket Money does. To cancel a subscription, you just press cancel, and Rocket Money takes care of the rest. It's easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Get rid of unuseful subscriptions with Rocket Money now. Go to rocketmoney.com/garbage. Seriously, it could save you hundreds of dollars per year, and who don't need a couple hundo in the old pocket? That's rocketmoney.com/garbage. Cancel your unnecessary subscriptions right now at rocketmoney.com/garbage. Do it. Now back to the show.
Back to the show. Kids, bulletproof.
Pretty. Have
How
you ever?
about
Oh, please.
breakfast in bed?
Well, I wouldn't get out of bed, go get breakfast, and bring it back to bed. That seems weird. Like once I'm out, I'm out.
Okay.
Yeah.
But breakfast in front of a TV immediately after getting out of bed, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll co-sign that.
When you're at the house, will you eat your meals at the kitchen table or will you take it and sit down at the couch and watch TV?
Both. I will probably sit a lot on the couch. A lot happens on the couch, but there's no kitchen table in the kitchen. There's like a kitchen dining room thing where I live now. But we will just for some reason just stand around the house eating.
All right.
We'll just eat in the kitchen,
Okay.
standing and eating. I don't know why, but we do it.
You ever have a quail egg?
Maybe in England once, but no, I don't think so.
Maybe in England once.
Man.
Ah.
If you are watching TV and eating, do you have like a go-to eating show? Like I always watch The Simpsons when I eat.
No, it's always just backlog stuff. You know what I mean? Like, what do I gotta watch? What do I gotta see? No, there's not. I watch a lot of You watch Toast of London? You ever hear this show? Oh fuck! I'm about to open your world, man.
Really?
It is one of my favorite shows. So
Lay it on me.
So you know who Matt Berry is, right? He's on What We Do in the Shadows. He plays Laszlo.
Sure.
Now he made this show in the UK called Toast of London, which is about this washed-up British actor and his adventures in the theater. And it's like his name's Stephen Toast, and it's so fucking funny. Like it's totally surreal, like kind of a mean sense of humor, like British shit. It's on BritBox right now. I'm not here to do an advertisement for BritBox, but
You got stock in this?
it was on Netflix, and I watched the fuck out of it Netflix, and Netflix pulled it, so I bought the DVDs from the UK, and then made my Xbox like Zone 2, and I was watching on that, but BritBox just launched it, and it's so fucking... I'll watch a lot of Toast of London while I'm eating. And wrestling. Hey, you want to see garbage? I watch a lot of pro wrestling.
Really?
There you go.
Still.
Oh, still. Yeah.
Really?
I
Who's
love
your
it.
favorite wrestler now?
Oh, that's so rough. I mean, Chris Jericho is always, for me, like... just some of the best of the best. I mean, there's so much talent out there now.
Who was your favorite of all time?
Roddy Piper.
Shout out to the Piper. Yeah, of course.
Piper was the
who
guy.
Who dabbled in comedy later in the late
did some Always Sunny. It was really funny.
Yeah, he was great. He was always hanging out at the Comedy Store out in
But
LA.
They Live. I mean, you guys saw They Live, of course, right? You never saw They Live? Yeah. You saw? Have you heard of They Live?
Yeah, yeah. It's the
Alien movie.
The Alien movie. Yeah,
John
I was gonna say
Carpenter
zombies,
directed
but
it.
yeah. They Live. Yeah.
So it's about Roddy Piper plays a transient. Whatever. He's
so he's running around with the shotgun.
he's got the sunglasses that lets him see the aliens.
yeah.
And I rewatched it recently, and I was like, "Fuck, it holds up, man. It's so good."
Huh.
Have you ever been to a live WWE event where you made your own sign?
Not where I've made my own sign, but I've been to many live events. Yeah.
I feel like that's a demarcation zone. It's like if you're the sign guy at the W, you're like,
I don't know. I don't want to look down on those sign guys.
I was
man. They're so much fun, man. They
I
come
took
up with
a
some
sign.
good shit. Yeah.
I took a sign to WCW back in it's probably 97 or something.
Out on Long Island, they used to go. They used to do the Long Island. What do they call it? Where the Islanders played. They just tore it down. Yeah, but I saw with WCW.
The place you were just at for the.
No, I was at the new one.
No, the new
That
USB,
one, yeah.
the UBS
UBS
Center. That's a nice.
That's a nice piece of property.
That's a nice piece of property.
Yeah, I haven't
out
been there yet. We're going out there. We're playing there soon.
That's crazy. I went for the UFC, and you're playing there. That's sick. Huh?
Will you take your shoes off on a plane?
I'll do that. Not all the time. Normally, I'll keep them on, but I can't pretend that I've never taken my shoes off the plane. If it's a long flight, if we're going to LA and like there's one of those bed ones that fold out and stuff
The
like
beds. Come on. Yeah, you gotta.
I'm going to assume you're up front.
You're
when
flying first
right?
class.
that. I got to go up front.
You're up front.
I usually go up front.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just easier getting on and off the plane.
Sure,
Yeah.
of course. I'm
Yeah.
a big upfront guy myself.
Yeah, we love it.
Will
you bring food on a plane?
If I buy it in the airport and I'm not finished, yeah, but I like to finish before I get on the plane. I know those people that like are eating like a baked potato on the plane or some shit. They're like, what are you guys doing?
You got any sour cream up there?
Yeah.
Will you get cash back when you're making a purchase at like CVS or so, or Dwayne Reed?
No, I can't say I've never done it, but I think generally
It's
speaking,
not a practice habit. Okay.
When you were flying and you were in the back of the plane,
yeah,
probably a while ago, would you recline the seat?
There's a price where you're like, I'm not doing it. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
sure.
Where you're like, I'm sorry.
If it's like it's just crazy.
Yeah. Would I recline the seat? I mean, does it matter? Doesn't that seat go like?
The seat doesn't go back a whole bunch. Yeah. Do you do it? Do you do it now? If it's not a lay down.
You know, I probably tend not to, but not to be considerate. It's normally just because I'm comfortable.
You're already comfortable.
Yeah.
Gotcha. You open your eyes underwater in the pool.
Saltwater pool, yes.
Whoa.
Chlorine, no.
Real? I figured that'd be the other way around, but I guess the chemicals are bad.
Yeah,
for
it's the
your
chemicals that give you the red eye and stuff like that.
Do you have a pool?
I do.
Saltwater?
Yeah.
Gentlemen.
Yeah.
Jacuzzi?
No. Although, this might put me on the bad side of the list. We had a barbecue last summer, and I went on Amazon and I got an inflatable hot tub. And I said it, and I fucking did it to be funny, but everybody fucking loved it.
Yeah, man, that's a good time.
It was unbelievable.
It's a
It
good
was
time.
so big. It was
Yeah.
like people were just in it.
It's like an above ground pool.
And I took the pool, the you know, like when your pool cover's got to have a pump to pump the water out when it rains. I took that pump and I put it in the pool, and I filled the hot tub with the
already warm salt
water. So it was like fucking everybody loved it, man.
That's great.
And then I returned it when I was done.
All right, this guy's trash. This guy is trash.
Hey, Quinn, you were killing it. What are you talking about?
That's right. I didn't come here claiming not to be trash.
Dude, talk about acing the English portion and then
Yeah, this is.
the-
Yeah, now we're in the
Talking about
math section
obscure
of the
British
program.
shows.
There you go.
This guy's about to get a 2.
Toast to London. What?
Yeah, trust me.
You and your hoity-toity shows ain't
Shaking
saving
down
you.
Oh,
Walmart.
you watch Toast. It's not hoity-toity,
like
man. You guys are gonna fucking love it.
I like
Anyone in your family get married at the courthouse?
No.
Okay.
it. Have you ever had a hot dog and a hamburger roll?
No.
Never.
No. I've had them maybe in like white bread, like folded
Sure,
over,
gotta
but
do
not
that.
a hamburger roll.
Have you ever saved a Crown Royal bag?
No. No. Although I could see why people would.
Yeah,
Do you keep the boxes of things? Like, do you still have your Xbox box or your PlayStation box?
box for a TV?
If you get an appliance, do you keep the
Yeah,
box?
an appliance will go away. Like for a while, I was keeping Apple products, and then I
Yeah.
was like, "Why am I doing this?" I
Those
started-
boxes feel fancy. They don't
Yeah.
feel like you can throw them away right away.
Yeah, but for the most part, I think that I will. I don't know. I mean, like I buy figurines, like not quite that, but like,
Sure.
So I'll put
Like that.
Yeah, like that Boba Fett came in a box. I would probably put that box up in the attic because I don't.
Sure.
know,
Yeah.
You know.
Just in case.
It's a collectible. It's a
in case
little
you need to
different.
return it
What's
later,
going
yeah.
on with the figurines? What are we talking about here? You have a collection
Many.
of?
Well, I'm a huge comic book guy.
Okay.
So when I was a kid, I was buying like the figures and stuff like that. The statues, not so much action figures.
Not the Mezco.
Not the bigger ones. You mean?
Yeah, those are sweet.
Yeah, I got a couple of those because then people give them to you as gifts and stuff like that.
I have
when
a
they
super.
find
I have
it.
a Christopher Reeve Superman one, and it looks exactly
Oh
like
yeah.
him.
What you
It's
get? Like Sideshow Collectibles or something? you
Nah,
know?
my buddy comedian Greg Stone is a big collector, and he gave me that one.
Yeah.
It's wild.
I love it. I have a ton of Superman. It's my favorite. So I have a ton of Superman stuff in the house
Okay.
and stuff like that.
What's
All
the
right.
comic book collection like?
Well, it's pretty big, but a few years ago I switched to digital because I mean, I have so many of those long boxes, and I started collecting in the '90s, so it's worth absolutely nothing. You know, it's all like the worst comics. But
Hey, you got Spawn 3. Wait,
yeah,
shit.
exactly. I'm like, all right, I guess. So I still have them in the attic, in my attic, but I read digital now. It's just a lot easier.
Do you have anything that is of super value? You got anything real old school?
I do have a couple of things. I have because I was going to San Diego Comic-Con in the '90s before it was like
Yeah,
it was
back
like
before
just
it was
like
a thing, yeah.
and I used to be able to buy animation cells from Batman the Animated Series for like $10, and I bought. There was a Superman comic called Superman for All Seasons, and it's gorgeous. It's watercolor. Every page is a watercolor painting, and there's this 2-page spread. The first time you see Superman flying down with Lois and Lex Luthor standing down there, look at them all fucking pissed. And I bought both those pages, and it's a watercolor background, and then like a clear thing with the line work on it. So it's like the line work goes over it. It's gorgeous. And I bought them both for $50 for both of them, and they're probably worth like $20 grand now. or something like that.
Holy
Damn.
shit.
It was
Guy's
unbelievable.
returning
Damn.
hot tubs. He's got
Yeah.
20 grand fucking.
But I'm not gonna. What am I? I have
Sure.
that. I have Preacher, the comic book Preacher.
Love
Sure.
Preacher.
Okay, so my buddy Scott Mosier bought me. I don't know how well you know the comic, but when he finds out Cassidy's a vampire, he gets stabbed in the eye in a fight in the parking lot. I have the page, the artwork of the original page with the knife in his eye, and Custer going going, well, holy shit, are you all right? I have that, and Mosier gave that to me. I don't even know what that's worth. Yeah,
I have to be their nerd translator sometime. That's sick that he has that.
yeah, that's like
I
that's
mean, he
like a
gets
big
it.
one.
It's lost on me, yeah.
It's like the original artwork that Steve Dillon did. I have a bunch of that, like artwork and stuff like that.
Pretty sweet.
Yeah, pretty good, man.
Pretty good.
Hmm.
That's
Yeah.
not even trashy. That's classy.
That's clay. I mean,
You have a room where you have all this stuff showcased and stuff?
Not. It's more like dispersed about the house, but
Okay.
but I have a basement that I have some pinball machines, and I keep a lot of like a DeLorean, like a 1/6 Back to the Future DeLorean. I have stuff down there that's a little bit,
display, yeah.
yeah, a little display.
What are you whipping around in? What's the car?
2018 Jeep Wrangler. Yeah,
Okay.
It's a Jeep thing.
yeah. I had a Wrangler before that. I had a 2014, but the guys blew it up on the TV show, so I had to get a new one. Yeah,
And that's the only car?
that's the only car.
Really?
Yeah. Well, no, that's not true. We drove in the Impractical Jokers movie in 1989 Crown Vic that we drove in the movie. When the movie ended, I bought the car. So I have that in storage. I pull that out.
Damn, you
sometimes.
got you still own a Crown Vic.
Oh, dude, let me tell you, I
That's
drive that around
fucking
Manhattan.
sweet.
It is the fucking best. The
Thing's a boat.
guys over 40 are. It's like I'm driving a Maserati.
Oh,
They can't. Like homeless people will come up and be like, "I worked on this shit back in the 80s."
Yeah.
Like, and it's fucking awesome. Women don't even see the car.
No, no.
Women are like, I'm just driving.
Yeah, the
invisible off
Superman
the
logo
ground.
on the
Yeah.
side.
Get out of the
probably
way,
not
Pop
on it.
Pop.
Yeah, they're like, get this shit. But men like love the fucking car. And like
Uh-huh.
when I go parking in like garages, because you'll go to like a parking garage in New York City, and it's like always like the guy at the front will park a Porsche or a Rolls Royce.
Sure.
Those guys give the 20, right, to like park up there. So whenever I drive the Crown Vic in the city, I give the guy a 20, and
Yeah.
I'm like, I want you to
Let
park
him
it
see it, baby.
right next to that fucking Rolls Royce. So
A little bit of eye candy.
I have these pictures of the Crown Vic next to all these expensive cars
That's
because
sick.
I'm like, fuck these guys.
I respect this guy's.
Yeah.
This guy's a gentleman.
yeah.
Man, that's all right.
I'm pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean,
All right.
you know, he's walks in both worlds.
A little bit.
I'm like the Daywalker.
You
I'm
are.
like Blade.
You are.
Pretty classy gentleman.
I would say it's right down the middle. I mean, he did return a inflatable hot tub after he used it.
But that was for a joke. I only bought it for a joke.
But the return was serious.
Well, what am I going to spend $600 on a joke?
Yeah, you're an impractical joker.
Yeah, but they're Amazon. They got billions. They could fucking repurpose that. It worked really well, by
Are
the
you
way.
an
Oh, I
orange?
hear they're great.
Are you an orange juice guy?
I don't go for it, but I will have it.
You like pulp?
I love pulp. Yeah.
All right.
Have you ever had a voicemail where you were like, a fake one where you're like, hello, hello, hello? Ah, I'm not here.
No, I hate that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You ever sing into the answering machine?
No, we didn't have an answer.
Ever
machine.
name the pets in a voicemail? Like you've reached
No,
Brian
no.
and
I would though. I probably would.
and Verizon.
yeah, I can't say I wouldn't do that, but I haven't.
Okay.
Have you ever gotten an autograph from someone?
Oh God, yeah. Geez, who do I have? Well, yeah, maybe when I was younger, wrestlers and stuff like that. It's like,
Okay, that's good. That's okay.
yeah, like I never really got. Oh, yes, I actually bought it online. You know who Chuck Barris is? So you know the Gong Show.
Of course. Confessions of a Dangerous Mind.
So his book is one of my
CIA
favorite books.
contract killer.
Do you ever hear this story? Okay, so Chuck Barris.
Yes. Yeah.
Created the Gong Show, and he was a host of the Gong Show, and he created the dating game. He's a madman, right? And he wrote a book called Confessions of the Dangerous Mind, which was an autobiography in which he claimed that the entire time he was making TV shows, he was really a hitman for the CIA.
Yeah.
And all the places that he went to shoot his TV show were hits that he had to do. And the book it's magnificent. He never breaks. He says it, and he went to his grave claiming that
It was all true.
it was all true.
Yeah.
So I bought some signed stuff from him.
The movie's great, too. Clooney directed it.
The movie's great.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah, Sam Rockwell.
Great.
Yeah.
Brilliant in it.
Great in it.
Everybody's good.
I got one. How many suits do you own?
Ooh.
Probably 3.
Okay.
Just collected over the years,
Sure.
but I mean, none of them are newer than 10 years old. So.
What are we talking about? Anything Armani? Anything like
Oh,
that?
no, Macy's, whatever. You go to
Really?
Macy's, yeah.
Sure.
You know,
You own a tuxedo?
no.
You know how to tie a tie?
I know how to do. Well, I went to a Catholic boys' high school, so yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's cutting the hair now?
There's a guy named Max that works in Brooklyn at Men's Best Haircut, but I've kind of stopped getting haircuts for a while. I had my hair really short for almost like you,
Yeah.
for the past 5 years, and I'm just like, maybe I'll grow it out a little
Letting
bit.
it grow. a
I mean,
bit.
somebody who's trimming it
yeah,
up.
that's clean. No, that's just
No, that's no haircut for 4 or 5 months.
What?
Yeah.
Damn. That's pretty good.
got
Thank
good
you.
genes.
This guy is class.
I know.
All right, thank you.
Doesn't need a haircut. All right, last question. Oh, here we go. Miracle Whip or Hellman's? Mayonnaise. And are you a mayonnaise guy?
I'm not a mayonnaise guy.
Really?
I will not. I will have a smear of it on a sandwich, but I'm not a mayo guy.
And what would the sandwich be? If you're making a sandwich at the house, what would it be?
I wish it wasn't, but it'd probably be roast beef. Yeah.
It's not
This guy
bad.
likes his RBs.
You do.
Yeah, I try and eat less and less because I can never eat it without thinking about the poor animal. So I'm trying to get out of it.
Are you trying to stay? You're trying to stay away from meat a little bit.
I am. I'm trying to be easy on myself and just reduce it rather than being like I'm never
So
eating meat.
strict, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so
the way
I'm
you
trying to
gotta do it.
reduce it. I watched this video of this guy goes, and there's tons of videos out there like this. This guy goes to a field and he puts down a chair, just a field, and he starts playing a violin.
Yeah, I've
And
seen
one
it.
by one, these fucking cows come from nowhere. And by the end of it, there's 20 cows around them just listening to the music. And you see it. They see it, and they just come and listen to this guy play violin.
Mhm.
And I'm like, I can't fucking eat these things anymore.
Yeah.
These guys are showing up at concerts, man. Like, they love the music. So, I'm trying to,
You're selling them balloons, too.
yeah.
Until that crave case comes calling.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't know. So I'm trying to cut back, but I'm also trying to be realistic about
Ah, well, that's it for me, Mr. Quinn. You
Goddamn gentleman.
You're all class, my
Yeah.
friend.
I respect it, man. Thank
right.
you so much for coming.
it. Wait,
Yeah.
that's the show?
That's
it, kid.
We just
I
grill
thought
you
we
with-
were just going into it.
No,
that's
it, baby.
Oh, shit. Wait, so at the end of it, hold on. So at the end of it, it's just you just pass judgment if I'm garbage or not?
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to be so harsh. Pass judgment is a harsh way to put it. We use a very scientific.
And we said you were classy.
I thought this is all leading to something. It's all leading to I'll take it. So,
Yeah.
so wait, I'm officially not garbage?
You're officially not garbage, man.
I'll say you're a gentleman.
You got me with the violin.
I'll say you're a gentleman with some garbage tendencies. Is what I'll say.
Wow. I mean, do I get like a plaque or something like that for not being garbage? I felt for sure I was going to come here and be garbage.
We'll mail it to you.
Oh, we just did an hour-long intro.
That's what I thought.
Just vamping.
I didn't
You
know.
can take the easy cheese if you want it.
Oh man, I didn't even think I was funny or entertaining. I thought we were
that
just
was great.
It was fantastic.
All right,
No,
cool.
it was great, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Easy peasy. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Brian Quinn.
Thank you, buddy.
Thanks for
Appreciate
having
you
me,
coming,
guys.
man.
I didn't even get to fucking.
The cows start coming.
A bunch of raccoons start walking in here.
What the fuck?
Oh, man. You got anything you want to hit the folks out there with?
Yeah, come see us on tour. The Impractical Jokers. We're live on tour. We're playing the New York area. We're doing
Yeah.
Prudential Center in a couple of
Jeez,
weeks.
that's
Come on
fucking
out.
amazing.
Come see us on tour. And every Thursday night, new episodes of season 10 of Impractical Jokers are airing on True TV and TBS.
My man.
Unbelievable.
Check that
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Thanks
thank
so
you so
much,
much,
guys.
guys.
This was a lot of fun.
Unreal.
Appreciate
Thank you.
it.
Kippy, what do you got for him?
We're all over the road as well. Shows are selling out. We're adding some in some markets. Get those tickies now before they're gone. Thank you so much.
Gang, come see us. We love you, and we'll see you next week.
Peace. Cast, this is Are You Garbage?
Oh, yeah.
It's that little show we sit down with your favorite comedians and we find out if they're good to be classy or to just a big old piece of trash. I'm your host, Tate Foley, coming at you on a beautiful day. We're out back here at Tootie's in the new addition. She's upstairs, got a little spaghetti going.
Okay.
Using ramen noodles.
Fair enough.
What are you going to do? All right, fair enough. My co-host is coming at you from right next to me. A little bit of a swing and a miss this week. He is the CEO of Are You Garbage? He is an international businessman and my best pal in the whole wide world. Give it up for KJ. Kevin James Ryan, everybody.
Oh, shit. What's up, gang? Thanks for tuning in. As always, please make sure you rate, review, subscribe on iTunes. Full video available on YouTube. Then, obviously, the greatest website of all time, www.patreon.com/areyougarbage. You go over there, you get all that bonus content, gang.
Yes, sir. And gang, we could not be more excited to have our incredibly, and I mean incredibly special guest here with us today for the first time. He is a legendary stand-up comedian, actor, and podcaster, and you might have seen him in, but not limited to. You got Law & Order, Third Watch, of course, The Chappelle Show, Spider-Man 2, The Wire, Guy Court, Black Dynamite, Black Jesus, The Last OG, The Cabin with Mr. Burt Kreischer, our good pal, Clerks 3, Def Comedy Jam, Premium Blend, Last Call with Carson Daly, Showtime at the Apollo, The Bad Boys of Comedy, BET's Comic View, I Am Comic, The Kevin Nealon Show, Chelsea Lately, Guy Code, Something's Burning, Lights Out with David Spade, The Degenerates, The Joe Rogan Experience, and The Breakfast Club. And his albums and specials include From Ashy to Classy, Ain't Worried About, and Y'all Need to Chill. And, of course, you can hear him every week on his amazing podcast, The Donnell Rawlings Show, over there on his YouTube page. And he's going to be in Schaumburg, Illinois at the Improv, October 10th through the 12th. But the big question in everybody's mind today, is he garbage? Louis Vuitton glasses and a sharp suit. This is going to be a tough one. Give it up for the one, the only Donnell Rawlings, everybody.
I have to start by saying, you should have just told people I'm 56 years old. You know what I'm saying? Because you go through your credits, you're like, God damn.
I saw it.
Premium Blend, Comic View.
I saw each
Coming
one
to the
hitting on
stage. You see them on Def Comedy Jam. Yes, he's 56 years old. Celebrate his 57th if he makes it that far. Those were some of the oldest, but you know what? I did some
You
shit.
did a
man.
lot of shit.
You said Premium Blend. I was like, Premium Blend was like, that was like really, really. And then also,
I left
was
off
like,
Little House on the Prairie.
oh, shit. You know what's so funny? The youngest talking about, I posted a picture of me in the military, and somebody said, we didn't know you was in MASH. Right? Because they had the oldest uniform.
Standing in front of an old
But
Jeep.
what I will say with that credit, and just as to the young punk-ass comedians out there.
I think he's talking to you, Luke.
Yeah, no, I'm telling y'all motherfuckers. You know what that means? A motherfucker that's been relevant for over 33 years. I don't know if you got some clap music or something right now, but that's a goddamn clap. And yes,
Fix
and
his
you
chord
were,
for
and
him.
you were really slick about, you know, people got different ways to call you old now. Like, what's up, Unc? What's up, legend?
OG.
You know what I mean? OG, that's like this. Okay, you see it in the beard. I'm an old motherfucker.
Call you a jive turkey when you walk in.
Oh, jive turkey. That's something my father would say. Hey, listen here, you jive turkey motherfucker. And people wonder why I say bitch in my routine so much. It's my dad.
Ah, it's funny. Buddy, give us
thanks
the
for having
origin
me.
story. Buddy,
Thanks.
thank
Yeah,
you for
this is
coming
awesome.
The crazy thing is people would not know this. I was in the military
in. Okay.
4 years. despite what you want to think, I got an honorable discharge.
I don't know why.
No, people look
I
at me
think
like
highly
this.
of you.
No, people like this. Yeah, they
What were the
kicked you out.
charges?
No, they tried to kick me out, but I was like, you know what? I'll just say sayonara before that. I was in the military. I was a military police officer.
You were an MP?
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. My father was so disappointed in me because he was a heroin dealer in D.C., right? And he said,
You're not wearing a wire, are you?
No. He said, this goes against everything I believe in,
Oh,
son.
shit.
Right? A military police officer. I was stationed in Bowling North First Base in Washington, D.C.
Okay.
The first base I went to was Kunsan, Korea. I was in Korea.
Okay.
Used to work the front gate there. So after 4 years of being in the military, when you're in the military, whatever job you had in the military, normally that's what you pursue when you get out.
Right.
So I was waiting to be a D.C. police officer.
Oh, shit.
I was that close to did the psychological exam, whatever the scholastic, if you want to say, exam. I think that was just 8 through. Anybody could be a goddamn DC police cop. So in the interim, I was head of security at a grocery store.
Okay.
And I know you want to look at me like I was a rent-a-cop, and I was.
I mean, head of security is a tall.
Wait a minute.
Is a big.
But let me
big
tell you
name.
something,
Detective at a shop, right?
No, I was a general. and the
Salute
reason why I was
everybody.
a general because I went and bought stars for my
Oh,
uniform.
shit.
It's awesome.
Right, and then there's a guy that used to work at one of the stores I supervised. He worked for Hostess Cupcake Company, and he was a comic at night. And he would come to the club and
Oh, shit.
come to the store and give out tickets. You know, it was almost like bringer shows.
Yeah, yeah.
So I used to go with a lot of friends, and I went to this comedy club called Comedy Connection in Greenbelt. Almost all black comics in DC started here.
Gotcha.
I went to this club and I started heckling the comedians. I mean, I was so nice with it that people started showing up
To see you.
to hear me heckle. They would go to the door. I was like, "Is that asshole gonna be here today?" He's funny as shit.
Is the
right?
sergeant here tonight?
Yeah, no, General, don't disrespect
My
my
bad,
rank like
my-
that.
my bad, dude.
You and this motherfucking producer, the worst people I ran into. He thought I was in the military. Sir, step to your left, step to your right, 3 inches, a quarter of an inch, 1/8 of an inch. I'm gonna stay where I want to stay. So and you know, most hecklers are people that want to do stand up, don't have the balls to be in front of an audience. So they dared me to go on. First week I was like, fuck that. I'd rather be. Listen, I was so cocky as a heckler.
Signing
This how
autographs
cocky
and shit.
No. It was worse than that.
You got merch.
No, worse than that. I tried to get a door deal. Yo, I tried to work. I went to the club.
Let me
the
get a
owner-
70-30 split out this motherfucker.
No, I think it was more like 80-20.
Sure,
right?
my
But I
bad.
told him, I
Got
said,
agent fees.
and I looked around. I said, look at this room. I'm like, I think it's time for us to do a deal. I said, I think I've increased your business by 50. And they looked at me like I was fucking nuts.
Sure.
They challenged me to go on stage. It didn't go then. The following week I went on, and the first time I ever touched a stage, I caught a standing ovation.
No shit.
There you go.
And I know it wasn't because I was the greatest comedian. What it was like everybody used to come. They was rooting for me.
It was
to
the
do
story of the
Right.
guy in
The
the
story,
crowd
they was
got
like-
up and fucking did
You
it.
know, there's always like, you should do it, you should do it, you should do it. And when up, and I ran the light. I didn't know what the light meant. I didn't know shit. And it was like chaos.
How long did you run it?
I did a hot 7. I ran like 35 seconds, whatever it was. But the thing was, I didn't know the rules to comedy. I didn't know anything.
Yeah.
And when they, you know, this is the worst thing when a comedian has got the crowd going, right? And this is a psychological shit you play with the audience. You know you need to get the fuck off the stage. Then you be like, they don't be like this. Oh, man. Oh, I got to leave, y'all.
I gotta leave. They're making me leave. It's
is
not
that
me.
the light?
They
Is that
making
the
me-
light?
Yeah, and it's like, boo. Everybody was like, boo, boo. And my good friend Mike Washington, and people knew, I don't want to say a star was born, but they knew something special was about to happen.
Sure.
I love
Right?
it.
And they were like, and Mike was like, no, y'all don't understand. See, Donnell, this is his first time. Donnell don't know what the light means, right? But out of all the things I did in my life, it was, I feel like a show. It was in that moment
That I knew.
that I knew I wasn't going to do anything else with my life.
There you
That's
go.
great.
The whole idea of being a DC police officer was out the window. But see, I think not like a white man. I was like, I had a job, right? And I was like, wait a minute, how do I support myself? I want to quit this job. You can't quit, because if you quit, you don't get unemployment, right?
Sure.
So I did everything to get fired from this job, right? Got fired from that job, took that 6 months of unemployment, and moved to New York, and
No
that was
shit.
it. Yeah, that's
Damn.
my story. And never look. I think I keep trying to trim my time, but I think I've been in the game 33 years, and never. You know how some people say, was there ever a hard time you thought about not doing it? 33 years, I never, ever gave myself any other options other than I'm going to make this
No
work.
plan B.
Yeah,
No
you
plan
can't have
B.
a plan B.
I mean, I can have plan B. You know, when you go raw, you gotta have plan B.
Sure.
No, but I I didn't have that plan B. You know,
I know
come
you-
on, you know what I'm talking about. Pop goes the
You ever
weasel.
kiss a girl, buddy? Go back a little bit.
Yeah.
With you talking about your dad. Brothers and sisters? And
And
where'd
this
you
is-
where grow up?
I grew up
DC,
between
right?
DC and
Okay.
Alexandria, Virginia.
Okay.
Okay.
I lived in DC until I was like about 11 or 12. Then my dad moved my family to Alexandria, and it wasn't until I got older that I realized the reason why he wanted my mother to leave DC because all his other girls was in DC.
No shit.
And then as I got even older, I realized the house that he got my mother was a motherfucking stash house.
No shit.
And I didn't realize, I was like, something peculiar about all these black dudes coming and we at the kitchen just counting hundreds of thousands of dollars. I think my dad is trying to teach me how to count, right? It was a stash house. My dad, that was relationship I had with my dad.
Did he live there with you? Nah.
When he felt like it.
Sure. Okay.
When he was when any the women that
Gotcha.
he was dating.
And was it just you, or did you have brothers?
It was me. I got 2 younger brothers. See, this is the question when you ask black guys to get real tricky. How many brothers and sisters you have? Well, on my mother's side, right?
on my mother's side.
Yeah. Like, you got to separate the sides. When I hear people say parents, you show off, motherfucker. My mom
He had
two
3
other
kids.
My
Yeah.
mother had 2 other sons, and my
Older?
dad, young. Everybody's younger.
Everybody's younger than you.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and then my dad, we was counting up until like the last 10 years.
No shit.
Yeah, he had like 10. It was like 9 or 10 of us.
Wow.
Damn.
But what I will say, with that, I will say my dad did a great job of all his kids knowing who we were.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
It wasn't like somebody lived over here, you had a chance of bumping into him not knowing
He was
who that
present
person
in
is.
their lives.
He was kind of, sort of.
Okay.
But I think so, and I was like into girls hard, so I guess he had to introduce me to 2 of my sisters that were the same age.
Sure. Yeah,
You know, you don't want to get your West Virginia on.
This is Alexandria.
Yep.
When you say, was he moving some serious?
Yeah, he was like, I am proud to say, it's one thing to say your dad was dealing drugs as like a guy on the corner, but he was like a heroin kingpin in
No
D.C.
shit.
Like when he got busted, or when they finally kind of got hold to him, it was in the front page of the Washington Post. It was Washington Post.
Damn.
It was 11 people indictment. It was a multi-million.
It was like they moved on the crew. That was.
Yeah. It was a big deal.
It wasn't just they caught him. Yeah.
No, and when it was like they've been investigating, he's
Mm-hmm.
been in and out of prison. But it's interesting because in DC they have this music called go-go music, right?
Okay.
It's sort of like, I don't know if you want to say it's like I don't know what the genre is, but it's a lot of congos, a lot of percussions, whatever. It's really popular in DC. And when I was coming, there was 3 top go-go bands. It was one called EU, Trouble Funk, and Rare Essence. I know it's weird, but they were the top 3. But they were so competitive that none of them would ever be on the same bill together. It would be like Trouble Funk and EU, or EU and Rare Essence.
They were like headliners. They
Yeah,
were
they
like,
was headliners.
I'm not opening for
not
whoever.
working.
Yeah.
But my dad, it was like a hockey ring called a Washington Coliseum. And my dad was leasing that for like years. And he was the first guy to ever bring all of those super groups together.
shit.
Damn.
He had booked New Edition when they was off of Candy Girl.
No kidding.
That he was big time. And I remember me and my friends, we used to go to the go-go. My mother would never let me hang out that late other than me working the concession for my dad. And I remember one time me and my friend was going to go watch the band, and my father and my mom came up to me. She said, "They looking for your dad," right? And I knew what that meant. I knew that he was on the run. And I don't know if anybody ever experienced something of going through like your mom telling you something, and you say to yourself, "I might not ever see my father again."
Damn.
Jesus.
And the crazy thing was, I was like stunned and shocked. I'm like, God damn, he was on the run. He was on the run. And I was like, I don't know if I'm ever going to see my dad again. Nobody was going to tell me anything. And it was Christmas, maybe like 10 months after the incident, I get a knock on the door.
He's on the run the whole time. You
Yeah.
haven't seen him.
I haven't seen. I get a knock on the door. Boom, 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 boom. And I was like, who is it? And he said, it's your father.
Damn.
And I was like, oh, shit. I thought I was never going to see you again. You really love us. But then I forgot it was the stash house. So he was like, hey, go give me that money, bitch. I'll see y'all later, right?
That just toyed with my
And this
emotions.
is everybody
dude.
tell me I should do this as a movie. So he was gone,
Damn.
moved to Jamaica, right?
You did.
Yeah, he moved
No,
to
Oh,
he
he
did.
moved to
Yeah, yeah.
Jamaica.
He moved to Jamaica. The motherfucker was throwing concerts in Jamaica, and he was like,
So that was his on the level fucking way to make money was the promotions and
The
him
promotions.
diversifying.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure he still had the
for
shit
sure.
in
But I'm
those
just saying,
stores.
like this was.
But that was his laundering or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, yeah,
Gotcha.
And this motherfucker had moved to Jamaica and was doing. You can call your motherfucker when he do a lot of time in prison. My father. He was just doing these like big concerts. He brought New Edition to Jamaica, right? He just had a thing. Oh shit, my father wasn't Diddying. I hope he wasn't Diddying then, but he did. He was doing concerts there, and what happened was the Jamaican government at the time they didn't give a fuck.
No extradition.
He had so much money that he was paying them like motherfucker was over there, had a mansion.
Yeah, he was chilling.
He had a Rolls Royce and shit.
No
and
shit.
something happened with him, with the government. I think he was sleeping with a big crooked politician's girlfriend, and then they turned him in, and he said, "Man, I never seen so many guns." They came up in that motherfucker with AK-47s
Down there.
down in Jamaica. And my father. He was built for prison. He was in and out. He told me one time. He said, "Man, maybe I'm crazy. I had fun in jail." I was like, "How could you say that?" He said, "All my friends was there."
Yeah.
But he said one thing. He said, "Man, I am so glad they got me fucking out of that Jamaican jail system." He was like the worst experience he ever had. Brought him back to DC. Did a bid. Did like 11. This is a crazy story. Did like 11, 12 years.
Jesus.
Right. Missed almost all of my childhood, graduating,
Right.
and everything. And this is a crazy story. So when he finally got out, I remember one time he came to my show and I had just started doing comedy, and I just wanted this proud moment with him. Right. I said, "Dad, this is my proud moment." Look, I'm like, "Dad, what do you think?" He said, "Man," he said, "it was okay." He said, "But you know what you got to do?" And I'm like, "Motherfucker, what you got to do is stay out of jail." Who we giving these lessons to right now, right? But he would come.
A little pedestrian,
For
if you
3 years,
ask me.
Yeah, for 3 years, he would come to my shows with his boys.
Okay.
Thanksgiving. And then he started saying that I started making a name for myself. He started showing me he was a little proud, but it always had something slick to say. Well, you know what you need to do? I'm like, "Man, fuck that. I just wanted you to have a proud moment." So some years passed, and it was a tradition that he brought all his boys to the Thanksgiving show. And then one year, I got a call from my mother again. And she said, "They got your father." I'm like, "What the fuck are you selling now, bruh? You old as shit." And come to find out, he was still
No shit.
dealing heroin. And he's so old that he's using code words from like 80s. Like he's saying shit anybody can figure out. Like, it was snowing in California last week. People like, "What the fuck?" He's like this. He's like, "Yeah, how many nuggets you went?" You went Burger King, motherfucker. Burger King don't even have nuggets, right? Now this motherfucker, I said, I could not believe.
Dude, getting caught with old time slang is awesome.
And not only that, The Wire was one of his favorite shows. And this motherfucker got caught talking on The Wire. Right? I was like, "Dad, give it up." And it was like, but I'm telling you, he's so gangster. He never bitched, never cried. He's one of the old school dudes, like, "I'm not talking about nobody. I did the crime, I do the time." And he even told me, he said, "You know what, son?" I was talking to him. He said, "Man, shit. Ain't no sense in me fucking crying now, and I wasn't crying when I was spending that motherfucking money."
That's a good life outlook.
Okay, but something about Blue Chew.
Ooh, I'm hard right now, girl.
Calling all you soft serves out there. You know what I mean? You want to serve a little hard cream?
Start playing hardball, baby.
A little Rocky Road. Do yourself a favor. Get over there to Blue Chew. Sent right to your door when things are about to heat up with you and whoever. Pop one of those in. Talk about a good time.
Wham, bam, thank you, sir. Blue Chew is an online service, as you know, that it delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra, Cialis, Levitra, but at a fraction of the cost, and it's in a chewable form. The process is simple. You sign up over there at BlueChew.com. You consult one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription in a few days.
There you go.
And best thing, they're made in the U.S. of A.
Look at
I'm
that.
talking homegrown bones, Daddy. That's all right. Cut it, print it.
None of them Euro hard-ons.
You can take it anytime.
Crook to the left.
You can got a lid on them. You can take it anytime, day or night, so you can plan ahead or be ready whenever the opportunity arises.
Sure.
Listen, they sent it, and I got to listen. But you got to personally endorse these things, and I'm telling you, it works. All right, something you can swing from.
With a girl or solo.
Hey, I just do dress rehearsals, Daddy-O. Blue Chew wants men rock hard. They told me that. That's the mission. They will not stop until every man is bricked up like a brick house, till every tent is pitched, till every rod is raised. Discover your options at BlueChew.com. And we got a special deal for AYG listeners. Try Blue Chew free when you use our promo code GARBAGE at checkout, just paying $5 in shipping. That's BlueChew.com, promo code GARBAGE to receive your first month free. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring a podcast.
Boing. Gang, the show is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Yes.
You got something going on, you got to talk it through, get on BetterHelp. They can match you up with a licensed therapist. You can do it from the privacy of your own home. You can talk on the phone. You could do video. You could do text messages. They're there available for you. If you don't have a specialist in your area and you need one, get over to BetterHelp. They can help.
Yeah, we're getting to that time of the year where it gets a little dark and gloomy. You get the seasonal blues on top of all the other bullshit you're working through.
Yeah.
You got to deal with...
Holidays are around the corner. A lot of stress. Back to school.
Oh, fucking...
The broad's busting your balls. The kids are yapping. The job sucks. We know all about it. Talk to somebody. Get it off your chest. And better yet, as I learned, you're saving the people around you by talking to someone about it, so you're not talking to them about it.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
The big man just started talking to somebody. It's fantastic. It gives you a sounding board. Talk therapy is a fantastic tool. I've used it. He's back on the horse. I've used it multiple times in my life, just different periods, whether you're going through something, just whatever. It just lets you vent a little bit, let the steam out, get a different perspective on things.
Sure.
I highly recommend it. So take off that mask. You're not wearing a holiday mask, a Halloween mask. Take off the mask with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/GarbageAday to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/garbage. Do it.
But here's the thing. This is how crazy shit was. So now, older in age, health is not good. You know what I mean? Like, at the time, he's passed away since, but at the time, he probably had 10, 15 years in him.
Left.
Right. And I'm like, he don't have the money to have a high-powered lawyer anymore, so he's ready to cop a plea. Right? I think he was going to cop to like 10 years or whatever, right? And I remember one day, I got another call from him. He said, what's up? Collect call, of course. And he was like, yeah, he was like, beep, 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 beep. And he was like, what's up, son? I said, what's up, Dad? How you doing? He said, shit, man, I'm making it. You never know what my father's emotion was. He never let you know if he was sad, mad.
Okay.
He just was that steady tone guy. And he said, yeah, I talked to my lawyer today. He said, what's going on? He said, my lawyer said, Mr. Greer, I got some good news and some bad news. You want the good news or the bad news? And my father said, I'm locked up. They all bad news. Right? He said, the bad news is I'm not going to be able to come see you today. The good news is you're coming home.
No shit.
There was a rogue cop on the case, a crooked FBI agent that was stealing the drugs, using the drugs, and my father fucking walked out.
So they threw out the case.
Not just his case, this was a big time story. It was about 170 people. If you caught a case with a fucked up FBI agent, everybody going home.
Damn.
And the crazy thing about it was, I thought he was going to miss our traditional, this is a fucking movie. I thought he was going to miss our traditional Thanksgiving show, right? And I was like, that was the thing that was hitting me. I was like, damn, man, it's going to be weird not to see my father at this show. And he got freed about 2 weeks before the Thanksgiving show, and he came to the Thanksgiving show. Passed away 4 years ago.
It's a goddamn Hallmark movie.
Yeah, but
I'm sorry to hear that.
no, I mean, you know what? And that's what I tell people. I think that how my father was with us, and I don't have nothing bad to say about my father. Certain lifestyles just don't give you the opportunity to spend all the time you want with your kids or whatever. As many, Nick Cannon can say he's a good father all he wants, but there's no, you know what I'm saying, with 12 kids, you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand, like, he just wants to procreate or whatever, but there's no way that 12 kids are getting that dad. There's no way. There's no way.
Yeah.
But I will say, the relationship I had with him, I have no regrets or anything. I wish I would have had more time, but now when I look at my son, I have a young son. He's 9 years old, and I'm so caught up into raising this kid. like I look at my son. I remember when he was 5. I looked at him. I was like, where was my dad at when I was 5? Locked up. Where was my dad when I was 7? Locked up. And I can't even imagine being somewhere other than being in this life and doing the best for him.
Yeah.
Man, that is something else.
Crazy fucking story.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna make that shit a goddamn
That
movie.
is a movie.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Let's go back a little bit. So your mom basically raised you. How was the grades in school? Were you a good student?
I mean, do you know any comics that had good grades? What kind of question is that? If you not, let me tell you, if you got straight A's in school, you're a shitty comedian. I mean, you had to balance that shit. AF. I was an AF motherfucker.
Yeah, me too.
Yo, when I got an F, I knew I needed an A. When I got an A, I was like, I could rock on the F. I was average. I mean, I didn't really. School was just fucking a fun place to be for me. You know, now I look at it now like, what did school teach me to prepare me for this? Nothing other than getting in front of a classroom and cracking jokes or whatever.
Sure.
Not to say that school is important, but for me, it was just a fun place to go.
For sure. I get that. Did you play any sports growing up?
I wrestled for a year.
There you go.
Okay.
I wrestled 98 weight class. I was so small. I was like about 75. The wrestlers, you know, that's the biggest thing with wrestlers is making weight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They used to be so mad at me. I used to go to weight with a goddamn jacket on, boots, eating a steak and
He's got
cheese
Tim's
sandwich
on and
like
shit.
steak Tim. That was the outfit. Steak and cheese. These motherfuckers over there taking laxative shit and
Yeah,
everything.
sweating
And I'm like
shit.
this, still underweight. But I did that for a while.
Okay.
But I was the manager for the basketball team.
Okay.
I call it manager. They call it water boy. Or whatever.
Sure. I was going to correct
don't
you, but
disrespect me like that,
Just saying.
motherfucker. Like, yeah, you water boy, motherfucker. No, but I was
Assistant coach.
Yeah, I was assistant coach. You know, I was the stats guy. Yo, guys wouldn't win nowhere if I didn't tell them how many rebounds they had every game. But I was I was that guy, and I was like, I wasn't really good in sports, but I only wanted to be on a team just to crack jokes.
Be around people.
And then my mom didn't have any money then. So if you make the water boy or whatever, you got a free pair of leather sneakers. You know what I'm saying? You got to travel. Like if we win a game, we got to go to Pizza Hut and shit like that. And every place I was connected with, I was only there to fucking make people laugh. That's been the story of my life from high school to the little jobs I had. The only reason I never got fired from jobs, or the reason why they was hesitant, because I was a morale motherfucker.
Yeah, fun to be around.
They're like, this motherfucker ain't shit on the clock, but goddamn, everybody feel good around here.
Yeah.
That was it.
Someone's
got
to go. Donnell's a good time. Gary stinks. I'll see you later, Gary.
Yep, that was it. That's the story.
That's good. And then you went to run in the military after high school?
Yeah, 17.
Okay.
What? One sec. What did vacations look like growing up?
Military?
yeah.
No, growing before, like when you were a kid. Now.
Vacation.
Told
This
you
show
about
is
Korea.
white as hell. Vacations? Vacations? What the fuck is a vacation? When I was growing
What
up,
lacrosse camp
only
did you go
vacation
to?
you had is like at Lewisburg Penitentiary. You want a vacation? That's a vacation you get.
How
We didn't
white
have-
is this
but I will remember. I do remember this.
That reminds me. I asked Miss Pat if she opens her eyes underwater, and she said white people sure is nosy.
Yeah, I know. No, you don't do that shit. But I do remember one. I remember this. One vacation.
Where'd your family ski at?
Oh my God.
His dad was running the slaloms.
Yeah, my
That's
dad
what got him
had
caught.
my dad had the whole neighborhood skiing, motherfucker. All right, there you go.
I'm selling my lift tickets.
But we didn't do. When I was
No
younger,
vacations.
But what I do, it's a memorable story, and I kind of recreated it with my son. One year, my dad rented an RV for all of his kids, right? And he didn't go.
You guys were muling.
Nah, he would've money.
We had to go to
We didn't
Cabo.
give a fuck. Give us the money in the car, in the SUV. I mean, the RV. We're gone. So my aunt Alice, R.I.P. rest her soul. We rented this RV. We drove it from D.C. down to Myrtle Beach.
Sure.
Okay.
All my brothers and sisters. And to this day, I remember that trip like it was yesterday. And we had an interesting time because I'm from the D.C. area. So anybody growing up in the D.C. area, you love Maryland blue crabs.
Yeah.
Right.
So we went crabbing on Myrtle Beach, and we was like this. Oh shit, man! We was catching the motherfucking crabs. We had like 3 bushels of crab. We about to have a crab feast. I'm gonna get all the bitches when we get back to DC. You got a bushel of crabs in DC, you can get some pussy.
That's a bushel
End
of
the
crab.
story. You like
That's
some
about
extra-
$200-300.
Yeah, that's 200-300 bitches. I mean, Queens. So the thing was, we caught these as food in Myrtle Beach, but then we had to drive to my grandma's house in Fayetteville, North Carolina. So that's like a 2.5 hour drive. So they went from we gonna eat these motherfuckers to pets.
Yeah.
We started getting connected with
Playing
them,
with them and shit.
giving them names, Krabby Curl. I mean, and then my sister and them, they had fingernail polish. They was writing the names on the back of them. We racing the fucking crabs in the yard. We get to my grandma's house. We forgot they're supposed to be. We was gonna eat them, and then I remember this, man. We hear our aunt yell from the window. All we saw was this pot with steam coming up. She was like, "Bring them goddamn crabs in here." We was like, "You bitch! You killed Curl the crab!" And just to see all of us like barely over top of the dining room table, and she didn't give a fuck. All we heard was more crabs for me, man. Yep,
Damn.
that was
That's a good vacation, though.
yeah, well, and it was a memorable, and that's why even like a couple of years ago, I couldn't wait to have that experience with my son. And I was in New York, and I rented a RV, and we drove from New York to Yellow Springs, Ohio,
Nice.
to D.C., back to New York. Until this day, he's only 9 years old, but all he says, "Daddy, when we gonna go on an RV trip again?"
Yeah, that's awesome for
But
a
last
kid.
year, this motherfucker asked me, he said, I said, "What you want for Christmas?" He said, "An RV." Right? I thought he meant like the little
Like a toy.
scaled models. He said, "No, Daddy, a RV." But my dumb ass, I'm like this, okay, you know what? That's not a bad idea. And it's not a bad idea. Again, the fact that I can create these memories with my son, and that's the one thing
That's it,
that I
yeah.
always, I try to leave that impression with my son and other people with their kids and everything, man, make those motherfucking memories, you know?
Damn.
I love
That's
it.
great.
Did you buy the RV?
No, man, fuck that. I will.
If you own an RV company out there, hit them up. Let them get one for
but
on the cheap.
At some point, I will do it because again, knowing the relationship I have with my dad, it's like everything. I just want to do everything. And then I'm old enough to be my son's granddad, so he's got a combination of dad and granddad. I don't try to teach this motherfucker no life lessons. I'm just like, how do you shut the fuck up?
I'm trying to rest my eyes over here.
Here's some candy. Fuck your teeth. This is the first set. You'll get some new one. But he got the best of both worlds. We meet having him later in life and everything. Yeah.
Oh, I love it. What was the first concert you went to?
It's probably one of the go-go concerts.
Yeah, it was
Earl Funk or what
it
was it?
No, it was you're trying to be funny.
No,
That's fucked up.
no, it was
Earl
something
Funk.
funk.
When you said funk, you stuck there looking right in my eyes and shit.
I was trying to remember
one of them motherfuckers.
Was it Frankie Beverly?
I got an interesting story about Frankie Beverly. No, I opened
He did
for
my
him.
communion.
You did?
I did.
Holy shit.
And then as a DC
He
comic,
just passed.
I know, like a couple
Man.
weeks ago. As a DC comic, that was like one of the biggest gigs you can have.
Philly
Opening
too,
for Frankie yeah, you know the history behind
Of
it.
course, man.
So I opened for him at the Greek Theater about three or 4 years ago. Wow. But the
3 or
first
4
concert,
years ago.
yeah,
Oh,
the
shit.
Greek- and he was on his his voice. Just so people understand about Frankie Beverly. People like you got haters like, oh, his voice is insane. Nobody at a certain point. You don't go to a Frankie Beverly Mays concert to hear him sing.
Sure.
You go so you can sing.
So you can
Yeah.
see, yeah,
That's
yeah.
the whole thing. People come before. He don't have to say. He'd be like, before I let you go. Yeah, but it was a new edition. The new edition concert was the first concert
Okay.
I went to. I'm telling you, when I say we didn't have money, we didn't do a lot of extra shit. So when my dad was running that was so dope for me
That was
because
it, yeah.
I could go there all the time. But Frankie, and this dope thing, I was going through some old videos, and I took my son to the Frankie Beverly Mays concert like 4 years ago. He went on stage, and I got a video of my son being on my shoulders, listening and grooving to Frankie Beverly.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
One of the questions we ask a lot: who's the most famous person you met as a kid before you started doing comedy? Before you ever did you bump into could have been like a newscaster, a guy off the radio?
Bobby Brown.
No, Bob, I didn't meet them. I didn't go backstage.
He was
or
working
anything.
concession.
That's
It was
true.
Sam. What's the he used to play for Virginia. Center. Ralph Sampson.
Ralph
Sampson.
I don't know Ralph.
Yeah,
Sampson.
Ralph Sampson. I'm old as shit. Ralph Sampson.
A center from the University of
I
Virginia?
think he went to Virginia.
American.
I think Terry Holland.
Him, Ralph Sampson.
Yeah, Terry Holland was the coach then. And
Oh, okay. I was thinking
remember
football center.
we
I
were
was
doing
like, that's a rough
something
one.
down there. I think I was managing the basketball team, and he just happened to be in the gym. And
Okay.
I remember that was a
NBA. That's pretty good.
That's not bad. I like that.
Hmm.
Or the pet situation as a kid, other than the crabs.
We had a whore dog.
Oh,
Yeah, it was. We had and the dog fucked everybody in the neighborhood, and she didn't have Plan B. This bitch just kept getting pregnant because black people we don't fix our dogs. We just blame it on you. You shouldn't have been outside, bitch.
Uh-huh.
One time she had a set of Rottweilers, Chihuahuas and shit. Her name was Yvette, and I knew when she was out there whoring
Yvette.
because I know we gave her
That's
a
a lady's
whole
name.
human. It's a whore name.
I know, you're not wrong.
I'm sorry. I mean, sorry if there's an Yvette out there, but I bet you're fucking, right? But we knew when she was out there doing her thing, getting rowdy, because she would have paw prints on her back of her legs. And I could tell when somebody was really digging into it, because the paw prints would be closer to here.
Yeah, I'll
And I mean somebody really hitting her with the bong, bong, bong. Yep, Yvette. That was a pet situation.
Oh my God. What was the first big check in comedy? First big check where you were like, oh
The first
shit.
big check in comedy, it was because of me being in comedy.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember it was for a Sierra Mist campaign.
Damn.
Shit.
This guy named Frank Cooper, black guy, he used to be the vice president of North American marketing for Pepsi. And this is when, I don't know if you remember, but they did a campaign, Sierra Mist campaign, when they used a lot of the cast members from Mad TV. They was trying to flip it on some comedy shit. It'll probably come up.
That was when they first launched.
Oh, wait, somewhere around that time.
Yeah.
So Frank Cooper, come to find out, he was a fan of mine from Chappelle's show, and he hired me as a consultant on that show. But I didn't consult shit because normally in those campaigns when you got a group
I'm
of
a
writers,
Sprite man.
yeah, I was like, usually when you got a group of writers like that, they're not open to any outside interest.
Yeah.
It's just like it's just their homeboys, and so they was like, who the fuck is this motherfucker? Where'd he come from? I literally went into one meeting, pitched one idea. They looked at me like, eh. I went back to my trailer, right, and I got $50,000.
Damn.
Oh shit.
Yep, and I felt so bad about it. And the only reason I was there because Frank Cooper, he wanted part of that Chappelle show energy around, and I had some decent ideas, but I understand what the system was, and I felt guilty about it.
Wow.
And I felt like, man, I owe you some money. And he looked, and some of my friends like, man, that's a drop in the
They
bucket.
don't.
for him.
That's not. They don't even know that's
Feeling
gone.
bad for Pepsi?
Yeah, I know. That's
He's a good guy.
Yep, but that was the first.
And
50 G's.
That's nuts.
That's
Yeah.
all right.
Any stupid purchase with a big check that you got early on where you're like, I shouldn't have bought that car. I shouldn't have bought
No,
that
not
jacket.
really, because when I would catch a check, I was so behind.
Catch a check. That's
Yeah.
a great.
That's pretty
a
good.
great term.
When I catch a check, I'll be so behind on shit. I owe the landlord for 6-7 months.
Yeah,
So that shit be
yeah,
looking
yeah,
like
yeah,
the agents hit you. Uncle Sam, that shit be turning to 15,000 quick as shit.
Catch a check.
But no, nothing crazy.
Okay.
That's all right. Will you be a big clothes guy back in the day?
No, I couldn't afford it. What I was creative. We used to shop. Man, I used to shop at thrift stores.
Really?
Yeah, and I would look for like, man, you know how hard it is for a little poor kid to go through those fucking musty ass mothballs ass rack and shit. And I finally would get up. Oh man, I found this Izod shirt one time. I thought it was Lacoste. I was like, oh, these bitches now gonna be ready tomorrow.
Get the crabs ready.
Get the crabs, bitch. Right? But the thing was, I'm like, damn, how do I explain a brand new old shirt?
How do I explain it?
Like, where did
'Cause
you
they gonna
get?
wanna see,
Where
they
did
gonna-
you get that shirt that's
Yeah,
already worn?
Yeah, they're like, I'm like, I used to tell them, man, I don't leave my clothes over at my grandmother's house. Who the fuck does that, right? But I remember it. The shirt was so old, the alligator twisted up. It twisted up.
I know what you mean.
It twisted
I
up.
know what you
Scoliosis.
It twisted up, and I had to starch it and make that shit stick before I could wear it. But I couldn't. And I flipped the collar up. You couldn't tell me shit.
How was your mom in the kitchen? Good cook?
Yeah, she was a good cook, and because she had to be creative. I think that's like I love to cook right now. And like people are like, what's your favorite dish? I don't have a favorite dish. I can follow a recipe, and I get creative. And then when you coming up with when you growing up with no money, you got to try to get funky in the kitchen. So my mother was like always
What's something that she would hit with that the kids would all love?
lasagna. I know it's so simple. I
Really?
know this is weird, but this my favorite dish, and it was a struggle dish. It was tuna fish casserole.
Wow, I was just thinking about that.
I love some goddamn tuna fish casserole. And even when I make it now, I think it just makes me reminisce
You
about
do it with
my
the
mom.
egg noodles and the peas and stuff like
oh,
that?
man, I was just like, oh man, with a little crust on the top, man.
Yeah.
Take the little breadcrumbs with the garlic butter. Yes, that was a favorite shit. And even like, I think when I was coming up in comedy, I didn't really have money to take chicks out on fancy dates. So they thought I was like, oh, I see you chefing it up. Bitch, I ain't got no money. That's why I'm doing that.
So you cook for them.
Yeah, I cook for. Oh, and I used to do all that romantic / broke motherfucker shit. Hey, you want to go for a walk in the park?
I wrote you a poem.
Yeah, like let's have a picnic. Let's go watch the plane. That was one of my things in DC.
Let's go watch the plane.
Oh, watch the plane. Oh, that's romantic. Watch the planes land
On the hood of the car?
No, not a hook. I ain't had no car, motherfucker. She had a car. Yo, I'm like, I used to lay that goddamn blanket out. It'd be a water fountain. This is so romantic. Yeah. Because I was broke. Why you got all these candles? Because the lights are off, bitch. Let's get romantic. No furniture type of shit. But those was a good day.
Okay, let's talk about Tushy.
Shout out to Tushy.
Let's talk about a clean butthole.
Oh, bunghole.
All love a clean butthole. Gang, what are you doing? What's the 1800s? You an old prospector? You're wiping your ass with leaves and old toilet paper. That gets clumped up in there. You got dingleberries floating around. Hook the Tushy up. Fantastic bidet. Cleans you out real nice. Keeps you fresh and clean all day long.
Yeah. It's fantastic. They sent us one. It was something that I've heard about. I was like, yeah, it's one of those things you hear like, oh, that's a great idea. Why aren't I doing that? And then you just don't like act on it. And then they sent us one, and you can't go back. It's night and day. It's good versus evil. It's fucking light versus dark. It's fucking clean versus shitty. How you doing? The Tushy bidet easily attaches to your existing toilet without the need for additional plumbing or electricity. Installation is simple. Takes less time than it does to take a deuce. Just under 10 minutes. How you doing?
You haven't seen mine.
Toilet paper only smears poop around on your skin, but Tushy bidet has a nozzle adjuster with the precise clean every single time. Comes with a nozzle adjuster to find out the best angle for the best precise clean of your life. Every Hello Tushy bidet comes with a 30-day hassle-free return and a 12-month warranty. It's time to ditch the toilet paper and finally feel shower clean with Hello Tushy. For a limited time, our listeners get 10% off their first bidet order when you use the code GARBAGE at checkout. That's 10% off your first bidet order at HelloTushy.com. Promo code GARBAGE. Do it. Yeah.
Gang, we got to tell you about True Classics.
The truest classics.
The best T-shirts you're ever going to put on. Plus, they got activewear. They got everything over there. I love the T-shirts. Let me tell you something. You big boys out there, it's real hard to find bigger sizes. They got the 4X over there. When you wash them, they don't shrink up. They get better as you wash them, which is crazy.
They get a little good feel to them.
Real good feel, man. I'm telling you, it accentuates the arms, covers the belly. For you big guys out there, do yourself a favor. Get over to True Classics. Grab a pack of tees. You'll thank me.
Yeah, they're fantastic. I was using them before they were even a sponsor. I heard them on another podcast. I was like, I got to check these out. I'm a big tea guy. Everybody knows that. I order fucking 10 of them at a time with the black packs. They give you the 3, 6, or 9 packs. It's they're not oversized. They're cut the right way to make you look nice. Because when you get a bigger 2X, 3X, 4X, they look like moo-moos. These still keep you. You look like an ex-offensive lineman. It's fantastic. The best-selling T-shirt, hoodie. They have the best-selling T-shirts, hoodies, and jeans. Like I said, they come in 3, 6, and 9 packs. Premium products at an affordable price. The fall must-haves are the long-sleeve Henleys, the waffle hoodies, love a waffle, jeans, button-ups, joggers, and more. So fall's here. It's time to step up your game. Right now, you can unlock big savings when you bundle packs. Just go to our exclusive link at trueclassics.com/garbage to save. That's trueclassics.com/garbage. Shop now and elevate your wardrobe today. Now back to the show.
Back to the show. Oh, that's too funny.
And if you think about it in this business, I know a lot of successful people, right?
My head hurts.
And when you talk to them, really like people that really came through the mud, if you want to say, I know some billionaires, not a lot, that when you talk to them, they don't talk about where they are now. They want you to appreciate where they came from.
Sure, of course.
That's the story that they want to tell you. Mm-hmm. It wasn't always this easy, you know. I was on the verge of bankruptcy. My honey over here loaned me $20,000 and whatever. That's the story. If you think about it, real humble, successful people, that's the story to give a fuck about. Because once you get to that point, you feel like, especially if you knew you had a vision, you knew it was going to get there, you knew it was going to come. It was just a matter of time. And you know, in this business, if you have a little bit of talent and a lot of work ethics, you can do it.
Sure.
And I hear so many stories.
Talking to two guys who did it with no talent.
No, I hear so many stories like, oh, this person isn't that funny or so-and-so. You know, I hear the bullshit that surrounds Kevin Hart. Now I have a lot of respect for Kevin Hart. I mean, to get to that point where he is, And I remember Kevin Hart coming from Philly when I used to produce like real ghetto shows. He would come and pop at my show for $100, and then go fuck with Keith Robinson or to sell
Shout out
it,
to Keith, yeah.
and don't fucking like get no money, just hang around. I know how he played both of them, and you know, no matter what you want to say about him, you can't deny that motherfucker's work ethics and his hustle. Yes, he's talented, but without the work ethics, it's shit.
Of course.
We know so many people. You see at the comic club, that motherfucker's a legend. He's so and so, and what is he doing? Nothing, because he couldn't figure it out.
Yeah. Where
Kevin Hart, the billionaire.
Yeah.
You're talking about.
Yeah,
where did you run show and where was your shows in New York? I'm
I
curious.
had a show in Brooklyn, this place called. What I would do when I came up here, and the comics that used to produce shows weren't that friendly with me. I had to figure out a way to make money.
Sure.
So I would go to like a small restaurant. Again, I went to this place called Palm Court Lounge, and I saw that they had an open mic there. And I went there like 2 or 3 times, and I was like 5 people, 10 people. And I went to the manager, and I was like, I mean, you don't know me, whatever. I said, but I can get people in this place. You know what I'm saying? That was my hustle. Always produce a show. And I had this spot, Palm Court Lounge. And I chose a Monday night. I said, I don't want to do Tuesday, Wednesday, because everybody got something. I always said, you know, when you hear about Monday, people always say, man, ain't nothing to do on Monday. There's nothing to do on Monday. So I named the night Something to Do on Monday.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
And I made this the hottest, especially for urban comedy. And the thing that I'm proud of this, all the gangbanging killers, they came to my spot.
Yeah.
There you go.
And guess what they did? They didn't kill that day.
Sure.
Yo, Monday was
You're out here
no
saving
kill
lives.
day.
Safest day of the week.
And the reason why, I always had bad chicks in my spots, right? Motherfuckers come. You get the bad chicks to come. I remember one time, this guy, he's
Keeping the streets safe.
This guy, I know.
You should be the mayor, dude.
Look, I'm dressed
you're
like
dressed
him
like
today, and it might be a job opening coming up soon, too. So I thought about that. I'm the ashy Eric. But
That is an Eric
That
Adams
is a
suit,
very,
dude. That's funny.
that's a very arrogant.
But it was and I mean, I'm telling you, this spot, it was some of the most notorious Brooklyn gangsters ever. So much that none of them are alive right now.
No shit.
I mean, one night, this guy, it was this guy named Nut, and Nut was just, well, he earned his name.
Sure.
And he was over in the corner talking shit. I didn't know who Nut was, but I always used to, because my rooms would get rowdy, and I always I had to control the audience. I'm like, yo, listen up, y'all shut up and everything. And he was over there talking to more killers. I didn't know anybody was killers. You know, I mean, they don't have a name tag. Hi, I'm a killer. Hello.
Now, where do you guys go to school?
Yeah, like, bop, bop, bop.
Where you guys go on vacation, huh?
So, and I was like, yo, chill out. And everybody was like, when I was talking to people, looked at me like, and I was like, yo, fuck that. I went over and I said, yo, y'all disrespecting the show, man. Y'all need to be quiet or y'all got to leave. And he looked at me like, right? And I didn't know that look. I was like, y'all heard me. I walked away. And then another good friend of mine that knew me and knew Nut. Nut was outside waiting for me, right?
No shit.
And I was like, right? And my other guy, he was like, yo, D. He said, yo, chill, D. I was like, fuck you talking about? You need to be quiet when I'm on stage. He said, chill. He said, yo, you my man, but that's my man. Translation, we kill people together. And only the craziest thing, some jokes literally almost cost me my life.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That's
I had
old
some
school
day-
shit.
But it was like, I know it sounds weird, like, did you quit? Nah, man. I was waiting for some violence to pop off because in the black clubs, if something pop off the week before, next week, that shit popping. We going back. Yo, you got to get there early, man. But it was always, I was like, that was the
As
first.
a marketer.
They were always, that's where I got my stripes in New York. Was Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And I got knighted. I remember one time I was doing a show, and this guy, I was on the stage, and this guy in the audience was heckling me. He was like, yo, BX, baby, BX. I'm like, okay, BX, but we're in Brooklyn now, BK all day, because you got to say that, BK all day. He was like, BX, baby. He's like, fuck you. And then I was like,
The
fuck
Bronx
you.
is a different kind of heckler, too.
Yeah,
when you get them.
But you don't give a fuck. You can't come to Brooklyn.
Sure. No, of course.
Right? And this is where I got this is when Brooklyn fell in love with me. Like, he was talking shit to me or whatever, right? And he tried to rush the stage. I was on the stage, right? He tried to rush the stage. I had the mic in my hand, right? And I just started welling on this motherfucker. You know how nice it is to hear the combination with a mic in your hand where you can hear the sound effects? And it was
Everybody
like,
going nuts.
it was like, bloop, blop, 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 blop. Right? And the sweet thing was, after that, I went back on stage and finished my show. And another notorious killer, sometime later, was like, you know when we loved you, son? He said, when you fucked that motherfucker up and went back on stage, we was like this, he's one of us.
Damn. That's
And
awesome.
I still got love for Brooklyn.
Mocha's wasn't going on when you were coming up, right?
No, I was before Mocha's.
Okay.
Like, there was
Smokey and all them?
not Smokey and them. There was no other, like, I would say, compared to a hot room. Rob Stapleton,
Sure.
he used to do Sugar Hill in the Bronx.
Rob Stapleton was the first guy I ever saw murder. We both started at the Laugh House in Philly, and it was John Laster, our buddy Chris Cotton, and Rob Stapleton closing. And our buddy Chris Cotton murdered as a host. Laster destroyed, and I'm like, I don't know who this guy is coming up, but there's no way he's going to.
But you know, John Laster was a guy that when he first moved here, I was one of the only guys who give him a spot at the spot I was telling you about, Palm Court Lounge.
He's one of the best.
And I respected. I have so much respect for Rob Stapleton because when comics was like, I don't know if it was jealous or just didn't fuck with me or whatever, I will always say, that's why I always do whatever he do. He always put money in my pocket.
Yeah.
And that means a lot when you got a motherfucker you know
Sure.
will come to your shit.
Yeah.
And even if I would come, like, man, I was broke where I would like do a spot, I get $100 or $150, and then then the next week, I'm like, I will still come to your spot. They be like, you was just here last week. I was like, I got new jokes, motherfucker, just to get a $20, $30 spot. But Rob has always had a dope room. But anybody tell you that era, like early 2000, late 90s.
Killers.
It was like I had a popping room. The crazy thing was, I wasn't from here. So it was like, who is this country motherfucker that come up here and just have these rules? I had the rooms popping. It was dope. I was like, I don't have to call you for bookings. I mean, I remember I was doing one spot in Brooklyn. It was called Poke Knockers. We were doing $3,000 at the door.
Damn.
And $7,000 to $10,000 on food and beverages.
It's crazy.
That's good for a comedy club.
Man, you couldn't tell me shit. I was clean because, back then, you were rooming with somebody, so you splitting rent 3 ways.
Sure.
I would clear all my bills in one week and just trick on the bitches after that.
Yeah.
No more watching the planes.
Nah, not at all. Nah, but just look out the window, look at the Brooklyn clock.
Yeah, I was new to comedy, and I'd never seen anybody kill a room like that. All 3 of them, and Rob Stapleton. It was unreal to see that at the Laugh House.
But that was
crazy.
and then when we were coming up. That was the only anything other than just because we just was like, you got to rip, especially in those rooms. You just had to rip. It wasn't how was it? If you was okay, that meant you got booed.
Yeah. Which happened a couple of times.
We got to watch Ray Gordon and just watch him.
T-Ray's another. We all from the same era.
Yeah.
Same cloth, yeah.
Man, that's
Love
wild. I love it. Let's talk about now a little bit.
Yeah. A little bit of cash.
A little
Doing
bit of
all
cash.
right.
Yeah.
You're doing okay. How many suits do you own? You came in wearing a suit. First guy to ever wear a proper suit.
I own more suits than the average black guy.
Which is what?
Because they usually have, you know what it means. That suit, don't act like you don't know.
No, man.
You know what that means.
We don't see color,
You
sir.
know, no.
You got your vacation
You
suit.
know what that means. He was like this, what does that mean? So you have a suit outside of church and funerals? No, marriage. We got one suit and we
Church
changed
and
the shirt.
funerals.
But it was a couple years ago.
But you wear the hell out of a suit. You look great.
And I always had reservations about it. And I was always on stage. I'm normally like most comics. Their look is normally like, we get fly with the sneakers, jeans, or a graphic T-shirt. That was my thing because I said I'll feel comfortable dressed like that.
Sure.
But I had to do something one time. I didn't have time to change. It was a suit. I don't know if it was a funeral or something. And this girl was like, "You should wear the suit." My friend, she was like, "Wear the suit." And I wore a suit. It was in Atlanta. I wore a suit on stage, and I thought I was going to be stiff, but I'm telling you, just the appreciation.
Yeah,
the
felt good.
was
Boost the
Yeah.
confidence.
Yeah.
I still mix it up, but it is something to be said. If you, it's a whole different conversation. You know what I mean? You don't have to prove it. And there's times I go up there, I'll go on stage with a hoodie, t-shirt, whatever I feel. But, especially with me getting older, I was like, you know what? You're getting older and you want to show your grown man side and mix it up.
Maturity.
Yeah.
So what are we talking? 7 suits?
No, I probably got about 25 suits.
25 suits?
Yeah.
Any real heavy hitters? Like any designer?
I don't really go that. I just
standard
The
classic?
crazy thing was I got introduced to the suit game from a good friend of mine from Brooklyn. He was like, you ever had a custom made suit? I was still off the rack. I was like, no. I got measured and it was these Korean tailors in Brooklyn. Right? La Kente, whatever. I can never pronounce the name right. But they suited me up and crazy thing was they gave me this is how I got in the game. They gave me 5 suits for free.
No shit.
And paid me. And I didn't give a fuck about the suits. I wanted the money. I was like, shit, I'll take that little bit of change. Right? And then just the way people responded to it, I just fell in love with it. But it's nothing like I'm telling you, I'm not spending no $5,000 and $10,000
Yeah,
on
they
no
look
suit.
great
Okay.
though.
Yeah,
Great.
but then it's just what's like how you accessorize and how you wear it.
Were you a Stacey Adams guy back in the day?
That's racist. No, I'm just saying. It's like, just say, was your father a pimp also? Nah, Stacey Adams. You were Stacey Adams. You like, I told the bitch to come over here before you just
he used to have a pair.
I used to always want to be able to pull off the Stacey Adams the weave shoes. You know what I'm talking
No,
about?
but I never was. Back then, I didn't get I know the look you're talking about.
They
You got to
look
get the
so
shoes, the
comfortable.
socks to match, and everything. No, I was just strictly a sneaker Tim guy back then.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what kind of car are you whipping around in now?
I have a Mercedes EO6 580 electric something in a Bronco in Ohio.
And a Bronco.
The new Bronco or an old Bronco?
The Bronco. No, not the OJ. You just look like you got OJ Simpson in your eyes.
What the hell? I didn't even think
I
of
don't like
that.
this picture you're
Yeah.
painting.
No, I'm just fucking with you. No, it's because I stay between Yellow Springs and Ohio, and that fucking Bronco is like my favorite car.
Yeah, they're cool. They're real cool.
And I got this is a great story. A 1985 Eldorado.
Ooh.
And the story behind that, I told you my dad was a hustler.
Uh-huh.
And when like all of his kids, when we got of age to drive, he bought all of his kids cars, right? And I remember it was time for me to get a car, and I'm all excited about this shit. And I heard him. I picked up the phone. He's talking to my mother. He was like, "Yeah, I got this Eldorado over here. I'm not really driving it. I'd like to give it to Donnell for his birthday." And my mother said, "That don't make no sense. We live in this neighborhood, whatever, and it just me, fucking 75-pound dude, wearing thrift store clothes, driving a fucking Eldorado. How many times am I going to get pulled over?" Right? And my mother fucking was like, "No." And that was the first time I didn't call her, but I felt bitch in my head.
Sure.
I was like, I can't believe this bitch would stop me from getting these bitches. I'm like, do you know how much pussy I'm gonna get? I'm about to be a young dad. If I would have had the Eldorado,
Sure.
I would have had a 35-year-old kid right now. Right? But the crazy thing was, she nipped it in the butt. I got a Dodge Omni.
Dodge Omni.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Let me
but
see.
the thing about it, here's the story about me getting with that Cadillac. That was like my dream car.
Oh,
I was like,
that's way different than an Eldorado, dude.
Yikes.
yeah, I know. So I'm like this. I know, but I was still driving. I had a hatchback and a radio. I still had bitches, but I would have had bitches. But the
Hatchback
thing,
and a radio.
and going back to the story, so that was the car that got away. And I'm not really a car guy, but I always said, you know what?
Sentimental.
I want
Yeah.
to buy a car. And I was in maybe like 10 years ago, I was in Virginia, somewhere in Virginia. I'm driving down the street, and the car that my dad wanted to get me, it was on somebody's driveway for sale.
Oh, shit.
Huh.
The exact same car. And I said, I don't give a fuck if this car got an engine or whatever. I'm getting it just because getting that birthday gift to myself
Sure.
some years later. I never drive it. Like, I'm not a big car guy, but that car just means a lot to me because I'm like, it's what if question.
That's a good story. I love
awesome.
that. Are you peeing in the shower?
I don't know how to answer that question with all these allegations going on.
Do you pee when you take a shower?
Yeah. Where else are you going to pee?
Yeah.
That's the best pee ever,
Yeah,
man.
it's not bad.
Yeah.
Freedom.
I feel like that's a trick question. and shit.
No.
That's
Yeah,
a
you know,
standard-
Diddy used to pee in the shower. You see what it got him?
That's a standard are you garbage question.
Yeah. I pee in the shower.
Will you brush your teeth in there?
Yep.
You leave the toothbrush in.
Yep, I have it on a rack.
Okay.
I might even rub one off in the shower. I made it. That's garbage. That's a real man shit.
This guy's
It's
a
lot of
one-stop
things-
shop,
It's
dude.
a lot of things happening in that shower.
Will you put chips on a sandwich if you're making a sandwich?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, come on, without question, man. Ham and cheese, turkey ham and cheese, but it's got to be certain chips. Only ones you
Hit
only
me.
can do Lay's
Yes.
or Ruffles, sour cream and onion.
You'll do
with the-
sour cream and
I'll
onion
do-
on a sandwich?
Yeah, but no like barbecue or no shit like that.
Yeah,
It's got to be
yeah,
a plain joint. Yeah,
That's new money.
you got to have a sandwich.
What's your mayo? Hellman's or Miracle Whip?
Hellman's.
Gentlemen. All right. And where are you shopping in Ohio? Where do you go to the grocery store? And are you doing it?
I go to Kroger's.
Go to Kroger's.
Okay.
All
Yeah,
right.
Kroger's. Or there's a really small, because I like to support locally.
Like the small market.
Yeah, called Tom's.
Really?
And I go in there because it's all old people in there, and I feel young as shit when I go in there. They think I'm Idris Elba in Yellow Spray. So
I was going to say, can you imagine walking around a Kroger in Ohio and you see Donnell Rawlings walking
But
around
I like
with
it.
his car?
I'm telling you, I like that little country life. It's
Yeah.
a vibe.
Sure.
Yeah.
Have you ever washed shoes in the washing machine or
Hell yeah.
dishwasher? Yeah.
I just did it a while ago. I got
Oh,
a pair.
shit.
What?
Yeah, I throw them in there. But it's certain shoes, not no Nikes or shit. Like I got a couple pair of shoes that's like just washable.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it?
I was supposed to say no. I take the toothbrush and
No.
wash it.
I mean, that's a trashy. I mean, washing them in the dishwasher, the washing machine's trashy.
Is it hamburger meat or ground beef?
Hamburger meat. What else goes with hamburger helper, motherfucker? You don't hear them say ground beef helper. It's hamburger. Hamburger.
Man, he's,
Shout out to hamburger.
he's losing ground
Yeah,
quick.
quick.
Oh my
I
God.
love it.
Have you ever owned a butterfly knife or a switchblade?
I did.
Yeah, you did.
Yep. I had one. I even had a switchblade comb. I wanted one
That's
so
the
bad.
trashiest answer. Yeah.
I like it.
Huh.
Let's see.
I mean, I got a couple more, and we got to get them out of here.
Yeah.
Have you ever owned your own bowling ball or pool cue?
I have owned my own pool cue.
Wow.
Yes.
Balabushka?
I don't know what the name of it was. I bought it from the thrift store. I was really into it. I was
man,
really
that's
into it. And I had my own. I got a quick story. My dad, because he used to get stuff from the barbershop, he had a Gibson lead guitar, right?
Whoa.
He gave it to me. I didn't know shit about it, but I just knew. I was like, meow. And my dumbass left the fucking guitar on the front porch of a seedy neighborhood. The next morning it was gone. I could have been sitting up here as Jimi Hendrix. If
That
it
the
wasn't
Eldorado.
for that. Yeah, with the Eldorado.
The
Yep.
what ifs, baby. I love it.
Oh, my God. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Donnell Rawlings. What do you think, Kip? Mostly classy?
Mostly, I don't know.
Those last couple of
he
minutes.
dropped it in the last couple of minutes, though. Yeah.
So I'm trash? I'm
Yeah, you're
garbage?
trash. You're trash.
Well, can I get a better way for it? Can I be garbage?
Garbage,
Yeah, I'm garbage.
Donnell Rawlings, everybody. He's going to be in the Sherburg Improv in Illinois, October 10th through the 12th. Check out all of his other dates at his website.
And the podcast, DonnellRawlings.com.
Of
But I
course.
just started this podcast, and I tell people it's not a traditional podcast. It's a reality show about a car podcast. So
Okay.
go hit the sub, the Donnell Rawlings Show.
On
and we got
YouTube.
some interesting stuff coming on. Yeah,
Yeah.
YouTube.
Buddy,
Awesome.
an absolute legend,
Yeah.
one of the funniest. This was amazing. We love
great.
you, and thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks,
Kippy,
man.
what do you got
And
for
fuck your producer. No.
Patreon.com, guys. All the
He had the
bonus
Stacey Adams question, by the way.
Move over 3 inches, motherfucker.
What do you got, Kip?
That's it. Just check out Patreon.com. We're off the road for a bit. New dates are coming out soon. Stay tuned.
Gang, we love you. Donnell, we love you. Thank you so
Thanks,
much.
man.
And
Oh,
gang,
thanks
we'll
for
see
having
you
me.
next week.
Peace.